Hey everybody, welcome to Noir Bar, the triumphant return of the bar in the past! Glad to have you here, come on in, get a drink. Well, put a drink order in, or drink what you brought, I don't care, we don't have a buy here policy. I hate places that do that. Corkage fees, that's bullshit. Strikes me as a little bit communist, frankly. And joining me at the bar is Sam and Far. Far, how are you?
I'm alright, I'm literally phoning it in.
She is phoning it in, everybody. She's down in parts unknown.
I forgot my mic.
She did. It's fine. It's fine. She said she was going to bring the mic. She mentioned to me about how she was going to bring the mic, but ultimately didn't end up bringing it. Now, can I hold her against against her?
Forgot.
No. Yeah, she forgot. You know what I forgot when I left my house today? All kinds of shit. So it's fine.
And I even remembered, right, as I'm like walking down the street, I'm like looking at shit and just suddenly it hits me, I'm like, I forgot my fucking mic. God, I'm a moron.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even anything mic related, you know, just suddenly hit me. Like, oh no. Oh, yeah, that might have been a big fuck up on my part. Whoops.
I think you're a little bit quiet there, so I went ahead and turned you up. That's fine. Have you ever thought about getting the small little transpo mics, the portable high quality mic? Sure makes one.
No, I haven't. Usually I don't. Usually it's not even a problem, you know?
Being able to transport large mics, or forgetting your mic, or what?
Yeah, usually I don't forget it. So it's just kind of like, oh, okay. Whoops. Not a lot I can do about that.
Yeah, okay. Sam.
Yes,
How
I
are-
am here. It is good morning, and I am having a 7:48 a.m.
Oh God, I've got you turned up to like 200%, so you're peaking a little bit, but that's okay because you're usually pretty quiet. But this is a poly stream, and
I
audio
do
levels are
apologize.
fucked. Sam's coming from France.
Turn
with a-
away from the mic to breathe in.
Yeah, Sam's coming from France, which is a long way off, and they don't have the best internet access. And Sam lives out in the fucking sticks, which is fine because you know
I have fiber.
I don't care what
You do?
I don't care about your breakfast. We're talking about microphone quality here.
I will hurt you, Otter.
Please, Sam, can you tell me what it's like to have, like, quality internet cables and not, like, a lie?
When I get some, I'll let you know. No, it's really pretty good. It is pretty good.
Well, good. I'm glad that that's what I got scammed out of. Thanks, NBN.
I just need to stop moving the microphone boom arm around so much. I don't know. It's become a fidget toy. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, you
Apologies to
probably
anybody
stop
that was
doing that.
deafened by me peeking out just now, but it is what it is.
I was deafened for all I know. Chat thinks you're fine, and I'm quiet. I don't know about these things.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be a poly stream without audio issues.
No, it wouldn't. But speaking of breakfast, let's talk about breakfast, shall we?
Oh, okay.
Hold on. There it is.
Hold on.
Let me share it in Discord. That'll probably help you guys. Let's just do a screen share. That'll help you guys. We're live. Okay,
What?
let's talk about this meme.
Yeah, the existential dread of being an American. That's what I'm choosing to call this.
I've said this.
What
to,
I have been calling it.
Yes. Like,
Dread.
Far's
Dread.
got this twice. Like I don't think people quite get it. I have gotten more mileage out of this meme with IRL friends and whatnot than any other meme before. I've sent it to people that are not on Discord. They might have watched a YouTube video once. They've never been on Twitter once. So like they know nothing of memes. And I've sent this to them like, oh my God, that's so true, is the response. And it's like, yeah. I mean, usually it's 3 cigarettes first and then an hour later the energy drink. Like, you know, variations. But this...
I failed to see the problem. I mean, that's fruit and vegetable matter for you.
Yeah.
No, my
Somewhere.
thing with the existential dread, though, it comes from the top image, right? Of like, like the plate of bacon and the gun. Of like just imagining like every single fucking American in existence, they have their gun right next to their plate of bacon in the morning. Can't have breakfast without your gun. Like, what,
Well, no,
what
I
if
mean-
like the other person pulls their gun on you? So like the
No.
existential dread of being an American.
Far, it's not for self-defense purposes. It's in case all of that bacon that's piled on that plate is not correctly cooked. That's what that's for. All right.
Again,
That's,
the existential dread of being an American.
That's the insert name of grunge musician here. Breakfast. That's what that is.
But also, can we just talk about how much fucking bacon is on that plate?
That is a lot of bacon. I'd like to say it's like, you know, people with their fake gangster roll, like, you know, they'll have like, you know, $50, $100 or $51 bills and then like a $100 or a $50 bill on the outside. Yeah, I've known people who've done that. I really have. But
Oh, God,
yeah, it's
that's really fucking sad, honestly.
You're just mad because you can't do it in Australia because it'd be like a fucking big bulge of coins to be able to do $51 coins.
Well, it would. But also, it's like, you can't even do that with like $5 notes, man, because like all the notes are different colors, different sizes.
Right, yeah.
Too.
Fair enough.
So it's like they're all different fucking colors, so you can't do that with any form of Australian currency.
See, I thought it might have been
Especially
something
in this
like...
fucking economy.
Yeah, right?
I thought it might be something along those lines, where it was like, a pile of... And like, no, they really did. I think they bought microwave bacon, because it's remarkably straight. Like, none of it's folded over like natural bacon.
Microwave bacon.
That's a thing. You don't have that there?
God.
It is.
No, I'd be
It is
reaching for the
big.
gun if we did.
Luckily, there's one nearby
Well,
when you're having
shoot-
American
shoot
breakfast.
yourself.
It's
Jesus. No, I see what you mean, though, Polly. There could very well be some of those fucking breakfast sausage things that our good friend, the our good friend, the good Dr. Peterson mentioned in that one video clip.
and I remember when I first showed this to
Carried
Far,
up all
she's
the
like,
bacon.
I like that one lone egg on the plate by itself. She kept talking about that. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. It's just this one little sad egg off by itself.
What's the fucking rest of it? You got this big fuck off pile of bacon. You've got 2 slices of buttered toast. You have a mug of what I'm assuming is coffee there.
Yeah.
And you have your gun. And then you just have this like one lone egg on a plate by itself.
You got to have something to dip your bacon into. The egg yolk.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure that one tiny little egg yolk is going to cover all that bacon. If you're very conservative with it, I'm sure it'll
just
stretch
have
a
to
long
believe.
fucking way.
You
What,
just have to
like-
believe. It will mix
Well,
with
like,
the
people
maple syrup
believe?
that's on that bacon.
What, like people believe that Chris Chan broke out of prison? Yeah, sure, totally.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
come
why you
on,
gotta
Far. I
bring
was
that
actually
up?
talking with some people about this last night. Would it not be the ultimate accumulation of the Chris Chan story arc if there was a nationwide manhunt for the man himself, for the woman
It
himself?
would, but that's assuming. But that is assuming that Chris is even competent enough to pull that off.
But remember, Far,
He's not.
it would be the
fucking
FBI
not,
who
though.
was chasing him. Think about it.
I mean, it would be funny, but there's like just no. That like there's so much stacked against like the fact of like he escaped from a window in a courthouse for a hearing that has already happened.
Yeah, I just wanted to believe it because I was talking with Reaper and Zelda last night, and they're like, "Why are you so excited by the idea?" And I said, "I just want to see the FBI try and do it, like successfully." And they
Oh
thought that
my
was
God.
hilarious. Like, you don't think they'd be able to catch up with him? I'm like, what are you kidding
No.
me? They're too bothered fucking with former presidents and investigating parents for, at PTA meetings and shit. They actually don't have the manpower to hunt down the autistic Sonichu creator. He could just be sitting at a local Burger King eating away, and they wouldn't know.
And
That
that
brings up a
Polly,
good question though.
that Polly
Sorry,
is
Sam.
why the FBI needs diverse hiring practices, because then they could employ some woman power, okay? And then it would be no problem
Yeah,
at all.
women know how to find shit. right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Jesus
they
Christ.
know how to find shit you never even did.
Yeah.
Like, that does bring up the good question though. Who is more incompetent, Chris Chan or the FBI?
And we could put it to an empirical test. I was hoping
Right?
we actually had made it free. Because you don't know. Somebody from 4chan could have picked him up. Null could have given him a lift. You don't know.
No. Null is not going to give him a I think Null is done with Chris.
I don't know. Some new idea guys flow through.
so
And
what- Null was the one that called the cops on him after he went into Bob's account. Null is kind of the reason he got fucking arrested in the first place. Like, yeah, no, Null's done with it.
Well, maybe he's playing 4D chess
Yeah, sure.
with Chris Chan.
How do you...
I'm sure Chris is like a great fucking chess player.
Yeah, right?
I'm sure.
If there's anyone who's a deep strategic thinker, it's Chris Chan.
Right?
Patio Furniture just showed up.
Don't
You know
call
what's
anyone
funny?
fake,
When
right?
you're watching old streams and you see people that you know show up in the streams. I was watching a Nick Rekieta stream that Razor Fist was on, talking about the Leaving Neverland documentary on Michael Jackson and criticizing it and deconstructing it and talking about the story behind it, because Razor Fist is a big critic of the various accusations of Michael Jackson molesting children. Huge critic of them. That the 1993 case is full of shit, so is the 2005 case, and the new documentary is just rehashed material that has been amplified and the timeline adjusted to make sense with the new information that's come up. Because like, oh, well, it happened at this time, and it's like, oh, I guess you didn't look too into it. Michael Jackson being one of the most well-documented people, like they knew where he was when he was there because his travels and his itinerary and such were so well documented. Ooh, weeble legs. That when you say, oh, well, he was, it happened at this time, really? Because he was in Amsterdam then. You know, that sort of thing. Anyway, it was a 4-hour long stream, and I'm just kind of watching the chat and all the people that are like making fun of Razor Fist and the way he looks, because it's like the first time they've ever seen him, apparently. And who goes by? Patio Furniture. I'm like, huh? Look at that. It's just, that was like, that stream was from like mid 2019. Person
that I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Tangentially.
It's always weird to see it. It's like when Far and I were watching an old Dead Wing Dork stream, and she's like, there I am. And she points.
It's that fucking. It's that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen.
Exactly. It very much is. Yeah.
Look, it's me complaining about DSP and his fucking shrimp cup review.
Yeah. When you see yourself in a couple-year-old stream because you happen to make some fucking comment.
Yeah. Yeah, enjoy your, like, really cold cup of noodle, you sad man. I think that was the exact comment I made.
They should put that on your fucking headstone, Far. They should put that on your headstone. That is a treasurable line right there.
It is. All jokes aside, it is.
Hell. Like, have you ever seen DSP making that cup of noodle, Sam?
Oh, it's something to
behold. I have not, but I feel like I've missed out now.
Really quick, Serpent21, thank you for the $3.
Legend.
Thank you for the $3.
Sorry.
And the Weebo legs, Serpent21. Drunkle said a Scottish breakfast is just like an English breakfast, except you get stabbed. She-Hulk says otherwise. I prefer the Federation breakfast with coffee and croissant. And Dr. Crusher. Yeah, now that you mention it, I remember that scene. I'd forgotten about that. Where they were, Beverly Crusher and Captain Picard were getting together for breakfast, and they had this mind device attached where on some alien planet where they could read each other's minds. And it's like, you don't like big breakfasts, said Dr. Crusher. And he's like, it's just that I think breakfast should be a simple meal. And she says, coffee and croissant. She even throws the French accent in there. She couldn't just say croissant like an actual American.
Croissant.
They're not Americans, Polly. They're space Americans.
Or space French Brits in this case. But
yeah, exactly.
Coffee and croissant is all Picard wants for breakfast, but Beverly likes like a big, like, full fucking English times 2, and she wanted to have him have this Vulcan breakfast she was trying. But with that said, this is a nice segue off into the actual point that I wanted to raise here. So, I went to Far after seeing this and having sent this meme around to a whole bunch of people because, yeah, cigarettes and energy drinks. What's the problem? I don't see the problem. Sure, the gun's there, but it's off to the side. But anyway, so I asked Far, what do you have for breakfast? Do you actually eat breakfast? And she had response. She's like, yeah, oatmeal and, blah, blah, blah. She had answers. And I was like, oh, you eat breakfast then? I was kind of caught aback at the time. I thought she was just going to say breakfast. What's that? I don't know. Sam, what do you eat for breakfast? Do you eat a breakfast?
Polly, we're both smokers. Okay, breakfast is not a meal we consume.
Is that what it is?
Food,
is it being a smoker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unironically, almost all the smokers I know do not eat solid stuff for breakfast.
Oh my god, that explains my dad so much.
Oh.
He also does not eat breakfast.
Dive is a man after my own true heart.
You may have found the key, Sam. Well done.
Well, Homer. I drink coffee and I know things, Polly.
Oh, there's Slim in
French
chat.
man
What's up,
knows
Slim?
things. Holy shit.
I was just telling Far, because I had fallen asleep after my whopping hour and a half of sleep last night. I have had two separate, well, they're not quite naps. They're longer than naps. They're what, power naps? I don't know what you'd call them. Just like no longer being able to stay on foot. So you sit down for a minute and fall asleep. Yeah, that was me twice today. And so when I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like way over time to start Noir Bar. Well, it's time for breakfast. So I opened a Rockstar and had myself an American Spirit menthol. Now I'm violating the meme, but it's still an energy drink and a cigarette is my point.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you can have a Danish instead of a croissant, but it's still, to all intents and purposes, the same
It's
thing.
a pastry. It's just a pastry.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
exactly.
how is that even a fucking breakfast? Let me just critique that for a minute. It's a butter lard-filled pastry. How's that breakfast?
It's
full
still
of lard.
food.
It's butter.
It's a food substance you're putting into your stomach. That's breakfast.
In all reality, food substance. In all reality, are you like there's no shortening or of any kind? Lard, vegetable shortening, nothing in a pastry.
It shouldn't be in a pastry.
Pretty much just butter and a croissant.
Yeah, like like in pastries. No, I would be very surprised if
it's
lard in a
flaky
fucking pastry.
I've never baked a fucking pastry. I don't know. I just
I've
assumed
never
that
baked pastry either. But like, this is just.
You can't even tell the difference between a proper biscuit and a scone. What do you
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, they're the
yes,
same
I
thing.
fucking can.
Well,
it's called buttermilk, and other than that, it's indifferent. It's completely and totally indifferent.
Ah, you foreign fucks. They're totally
Says the guy who thinks you put shortening in a fucking breakfast pastry.
I admitted that I could be wrong right off the bat. I didn't continue to argue. Like Far has done with scones for 3 years.
I don't need to concede that I may be wrong because I know I'm fucking not.
Right? They put sugar in their fucking scones. That's weird. That's not right.
You guys have fruit in
That's
them.
not fucking right.
That's weird. Okay, you don't put fruit in biscuits.
But it's a scone, and yes, you can. You can put cheese through it too.
Yeah.
No, but
Little bits of sun-dried tomato.
Okay, that's a
Anything
new
you
one.
like.
That's a
You
new
never had
one
a
for
cheese and
me.
tomato scone before? Oh no, they're
No.
great. They're great.
No, oh, okay. No, I might try that. Okay. Like, I
No,
had
don't
cheese
try
on
that.
Olive.
Well, no, try it with the
If you're a fan
scone.
of-
Don't try it with a fucking actual buttermilk biscuit, though.
But a buttermilk biscuit's more savoury than a typical scone is.
I'm so angry. So very angry. I just... Come on, let's just...
We're off to a good start, Far. Let's keep
Right? Right.
Oh dear.
Look, it's been 5 years, right? I still can't get over the fact they put sugar in their scones. That's not right.
Like, look,
That's not right.
Look at all these glorious buttermilk biscuits. These are not scones, okay?
No, they're scones.
They are.
Yeah. Buttermilk scones.
You know what? It's
Look,
actually
Polly,
interesting.
Polly, I gotta ask.
No, look. Here's the drop biscuit. This is some weirdo American version of a scone.
Nobody makes scones that fucking flat, man. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's a little weird. That is a little weird. That looks like damper more than a scone, which
I agree.
Which honestly, damper is like probably just like an offshoot of scones, really, if you want to think about it. But yeah, that's a little weird.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean,
I don't like
it probably tastes. I mean, it probably tastes fine if it's just fucking like the equivalent of damper with buttermilk in it. But like, still.
Oh, thank you, Cherokee.
Still, don't call that a scone.
Scones are not as soft as biscuits. Biscuits are delightful. Like fresh out of the oven, when you pull them apart, you got all like the layers, and you put some nice butter on there, and you could squeeze them perfectly flat. They're so soft, like between your just like thumb and forefinger. If you tried, you shouldn't, because it would be ruining a good biscuit. But you wouldn't want to pour gravy, for example, over the top of scones. That would just be gross. But
you know what? Fuck you, I'm gonna try it.
But it totally works with biscuits. Biscuits and gravy? Classic Southern breakfast.
No, but think about this. Think about this, right?
I don't like the idea of that.
So drunk, I cannot get up.
What's that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, could you imagine, like, you take a cheese scone, right?
Yeah.
And then you pour gravy over that. Like brown gravy, like real gravy, not that Americans. No, but think about it, right? Because Canadians, they have poutine, yes? Which is just chips, right? With cheese curds and gravy. You're literally just missing the potato element.
I still don't like the idea of that. I'm still not a big fan of that. I'll be real.
Okay, so M4 Sherman, thank you for the $2. I'm here late to the stream, and all I hear is two Brits screaming about breakfast foods. What the fuck is even going on, and why is it about breakfast food? Well, for those who weren't here at the beginning,
I'm not British.
Close enough.
Fuck you.
Hey, that's for the biscuit and scone thing.
Don't you have to think about this, Frenchie?
I am agog and aghast.
Roy, how dare you call us British?
At the fucking pugnacity of your audience, Polly.
How dare you call us British?
They're drunkards in 1942, and I happen to agree with them. It's fine. M4 Sherman, it all started with this meme right here. How other countries imagine Americans eating breakfast, and now Americans actually eat breakfast. And I got a lot of mileage out of this meme, and it made me want to ask people, because the bottom part is so true of me personally and a whole bunch of people that I know, especially people in school or people that have actual jobs. And the laughter that ensued, like, oh my God, that's so true. I'm going to take this and save this. Like, it's been an entire web network of sharing based off of Gamer Valine is who sent this meme to me originally. Because that's how she starts her day, with cigarettes and energy drink. Yeah, and when I asked her, I said, is that actually true for you? She sent me a picture of the inside of her fridge. Holy shit. It was just energy drinks in the door, on the shelves. And it was like, oh fuck yeah.
God.
What? It was awesome.
We are deeply, deeply unhealthy people.
I am
so
scared for...
It's so true.
Like, Jesus Christ.
It got into the whole question of, like, do you actually eat breakfast for other people? And then, so we started talking about biscuits, which is a perennial subject between Far and myself, because she believes a scone is the same thing as a biscuit.
It is. It is the exact same fucking thing.
Let's look at
If you look at the recipe, if you look at the fucking recipe, it is the exact same as a fucking scone.
Look at
I am
that
just
wonderful
still in
bastard.
shock. You put sugar in your scones in America. That is fucking weird. That is fucking weird.
Oh, look. Chunky sausage
I
gravy on a biscuit. Oh my God.
That looks like vomit.
It's not vomit, it's bits of pork inside of white gravy. Calm down.
That looks like vomit.
I tell you what, the thing that me with about biscuits and gravy, honestly, is the fact that you all have, like, white gravy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, that's a little weird.
Because to me, gravy is brown exclusively.
It's sausage gravy. No, I get that. Like, okay, like, yeah, brown gravy, whatnot,
what I
like
mean?
turkey gravy, beef gravy, whatever. This is sausage gravy, and yes, it's white. With little bits of sausage and pork and
white again?
The milk. And, well, the roux. You start off with, because everything Southern starts off with a roux, which is flour and water in a pan that you're mixing, and then buttermilk.
I cannot get up.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I am somewhat aware of what a roux is.
Oh yeah, of course you would know what a roux is. Yeah. Well, why is anybody here aware of a roux? Because of Louisiana cooking. And why do you know what a roux is? Well, I just said it, Louisiana. Like, there we go. So yeah, it arrived here via French cooking, and that's a fine thing. But whatever.
It's weird to me. It's weird to me to consider a sauce that uses roux as a base. It's weird to consider it a gravy to me. I don't know, because to me a gravy is meat drippings that are typically thinned with stock, and then if you want to thicken them, you add a little corn flour to render it more dense. That's what gravy is to me. Which is basic brown gravy, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
And for Sherman, thank you for the $2. Australians are just Brits that are further into the tech tree. So don't say that you aren't a Brit. You're a better version of the Brit, Far.
Have you seen that?
No, we are not. We are not further into the tech tree. Are you fucking insane? Are you fucking insane? Like, no, have you seen our NBN? That's not further into the tech tree. That's going back. That's going fucking backwards.
Far's talking into a can right now with a string coming off of it. It's
Yeah, right?
I'm fairly sure that the British never lost a war against an indigenous species of bird.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, foreign birds, they got
be
fucked
wrong.
up, but indigenous ones, never once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they never like tried to like attach a machine gun to the back of a fucking newt and try to shoot the birds and fail.
This is so delicious and southern looking, and it's a high-def picture. I'm throwing this in my food porn folder.
The fawn pood.
You couldn't have let it go, Jose. You just that. I mean, we could have just moved on.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
My
I could have,
porn
but I didn't
folder.
want to.
Yeah, no, that's because that is just a delightful little pile. And notice the rag, the tea towel underneath. What's that for? Well, you bring it to the table with that wrapped up because you know, keep it
Oh,
warm.
to keep the steam in.
Yeah.
That's what you do with scones.
Yeah.
And damper.
When was the last time you
But
seen a
we don't have
scone in,
scones yet.
a scone in this shape? When was the last time?
Like almost all the time.
No,
Yeah.
no. They're weird misshapen
Yes.
disc things.
I mean, yeah, you
Thank
have those. You have those, definitely. Those are definitely part of the scones. But, like, this too.
Server 21, thank you for the $3 and the Weibo legs. And she says, let's face it, Picard is English and he should be eating French fries with marmalade. Jammy Dodgers, thanks, Drunkle, and boiled pizza.
Marmite.
Damn it now. I want to see Picard say, what's a quid?
I am drunk. So drunk. I cannot get up.
Flex Tape, thank you very much for the $2. Imagine having a smoke and a Red Bull for breakfast when you could just crack open a cold can of beans and eat it with your fingers at 4 a.m. like a gamer. And wash it down with some G Fuel. I hear you.
God's sakes.
And when it's time for that 7 a.m. snack, when you're just about to level up and you need some more energy, it's time to microwave a Hot Pocket.
Right?
It's
I should
Don't
give,
forget your
perhaps give
fucking
some.
Doritos.
I should perhaps give some background on that. Flex Tape and I have been having a back and forth for months about eating beans at ridiculous times in the morning, straight from the can.
Why?
What? Yeah, why? Good call. That's
Because why the fuck not? Discourse is discourse, damn it.
Are we talking
I'm
baked
choosing to deflect from the question you're actually asking.
beans? Are
See?
we talking baked beans here?
Look,
Yes.
this is what we're talking about.
That's disgusting.
Bizarre, misshapen disc things.
Dude, that's
That's
still
one
the
that's been
exact same
cut in half.
shape.
They got all kinds of dried
That is
fruit.
the
And,
same shit.
oh yeah, with a
Oh, I don't
slice
see
of
the difference.
Gruyere in the middle and a little bit of preserve. Yeah,
Yes,
this is how you.
That's fucking
Holy-
double
this is
cream.
Whatever.
That's either double cream or clotted cream.
You don't know that.
You
That
cut
could be
them in
Gruyere.
half, you cut them in half, and then you like
It's
put jam
fucking
and
Gruyere.
butter and cream and shit in the middle.
No, when it's a
What do you
scone.
mean a scone?
Okay, now hold on. I believe that you do that with scones. I'm saying I believe you, okay? But that's because scones have a different recipe and are filled with fruit, and therefore it makes sense to do that to it. If you did that with a butter, if you
Whatever the fuck you want.
did that with a buttermilk biscuit, it would be gross and nasty. You see the distinction? We're starting to learn.
The dried fruit shit there. Those are sultana raisins. That's a British edition. That's not.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what Cherokee Girl was saying. Soft, and they stay together. See all these crumbly bits? You don't get this with a biscuit.
You see that Irish scone? Yeah, not original.
Yeah, the Irish can't hold shit together, obviously.
Okay.
Look,
Fair
there's
enough.
too much
The
whiskey
Irish-
in just
yeah.
everything. I should know.
Yeah, right?
The Irish can't hold shit
Right,
together.
like-
All right, I stand corrected.
Look, Sam and I
It's-
both come from Irish descent, okay? Like, we both
North
know.
and south, fucking cooking, potato farming.
Father's saying that whole...
Nice.
Yeah, they can't keep shit together.
With my doing.
Good God, that's loud.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my god. So I forgot to. Sorry, I will get to that in a moment. I forgot the Streamlabs part of the laptop. Whoops.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine.
1 minute.
Far had mentioned that last night. There would be a little bit of difficulty with Streamlabs. Today, it's fine. I'm sure she'll get to it in just a second. And besides, we are here to annoy all of the hotel guests, and I strategized to far.
No, we're not.
She needs to be first to the concierge complaining about whoever had the ringtone with my ding-a-ling playing all night long. See, Sam, isn't that a brilliant move? She was worried that other people would go complain. And I said, get in there first. Be the first to complain.
Exactly.
Let's...
Okay, so thank you, Jamie Jam, for the $10. Is the Queen on your money? You might be British. The Queen is on our money. But that doesn't mean we're British. I mean, we also have kangaroos on our money. Do the British have kangaroos on their money?
They wish they did.
Right.
Look at this thing. Looks like a fucking blueberry turnover.
Is that
look like a blueberry
gone
turnover.
at that point?
It's a reduced fat blueberry scone.
Okay,
I don't think that's
blasphemy
gone.
is
That's
what
a
it is.
lie.
My favorite
You don't-
berry,
you
by
don't
the way.
re-
If I had to pick one, blueberry.
If I had to pick a favorite berry, it'd probably be an apple.
Does an apple count as a berry technically?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Are you certain about that, or are you
As does
just
a
fucking
banana.
with me? Because I'm gonna believe you.
No, I'm not fucking with you. In terms of scientific fruit classification, an apple is a berry, as is a banana. And a strawberry is in fact not.
Now the strawberry I knew, and I knew grapes were berries, but I didn't know about the apple. Okay.
Yeah, what about pears? Are pears berries?
No, they're not, because they grow in twos.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are.
But they are?
Yes, they are. I was fucking with you.
Get pear, P-A-I-R. Get it? Pear.
I'm like, wait a minute. No, okay. Pears are my favorite berries. There we go.
I just woke up and I'm just live off of caffeine. Sam's been up for like 50 hours. Far, what's your excuse?
I have no excuse. I'm just
She's
floored.
Australian. I mean, come on. I'm cutting her some slack here. I think you should too.
Should I? Okay, I will. Okay, hold on. Let's just...
Can we have some, like, colonial camaraderie here?
I was about to say Commonwealth camaraderie, but France was never a part of the Commonwealth, although it did become very close to being conquered by Britain many times. Let me ask you a question. Here's something I don't know about history. Following Waterloo, I mean, the United States dominated Japan, okay? The United States and Russia dominated Berlin. Okay, right. Why, following Waterloo, did the UK not dominate France?
Because they don't want it.
Probably got something to do with all of the outside help that they had and the fact that they've not been able to hold down a coalition, including one formed between their own political parties, ever.
Well, you're thinking kind of like modern. I mean, they held together a fucking empire for centuries, largely by big ships.
But they only... Yeah, but then they only had to talk to themselves, you know? Because, I mean, let's face it, when they were in India, it's not like they were dealing with Indian people, is it?
Woo! Trimble's here. Cool. Hold on, give me a sec. Move over to that screen. Trimble, thank you for the $5. Free content! Have some money! Thank you, Trimble. That's a running joke that came off of AAA, the whole free content thing. It's like, this content should be free. You should be demanding money of people. And it's like, who demanded? They're tips to a bartender. What the fuck? It got weird.
Demanding money?
There was
Really?
there was an exceptionally small but very, very angry group in chat. Well, group, like 3 people that were upset. They were upset at the very notion.
Trio.
Yeah, a trio of tards, angry about donations.
Trio Tard sounds like a Pokemon. Go, Tard Trio!
I'm just saying, that's where it came
Tard
from.
Trio,
And
the angry Pokemon.
blew my mind.
believes everyone is begging for money on the internet.
Okay, let's look at the other thing that gave me so much joy over the previous week. I've watched this like 50 times, and it's still funny. Okay.
You're welcome, I guess.
Thank you very much, Far. Far was the one who sent this to me, and I adore it. Let's just watch. Shia LaBeouf, tell us how the world works.
If you're tired of starting over, stop starting over. Give up. Don't dream. Just stop working hard and let your dreams be dreams. You can't do it. Nothing is possible, and you're not gonna make it.
Oh, Jesus.
Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
Let your dreams be dreams.
You can't. I just.
That's my new text ringtone.
But that specific
You
line.
can't!
Oh my god, I've watched that so many times, and it's still funny.
Yeah, that was like with a whole string of just like vaguely like asking for help clips I sent you.
Yeah, I was just in there, and it's one. There's a number of other golden items, but they'll be all put together for something that Far knows about, and that'll be released at a later date. But this one I had to release early because it's just. I'm sure other people have seen it. I don't think it's new. I'm not certain.
No, it's I don't think it's new.
Zelthor had never seen it. It was brand new to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
if he hasn't seen it, it very well might be a recent edit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've had that for a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean
I don't think
that
it is all
boy's
that
weird,
recent,
man. He's
but-
up to date on the things.
How dare she? I wanted that cake.
Oh, I turned it down too far now. Now no one could hear it. My ding-a-ling was loud as fuck. Far!
What?
When you render
sorry,
stuff-
consistency.
When you render things, adjust their audio then.
I'm sorry.
When the
My
when the
consistency.
audio plays and the level meter is in solid red and doesn't leave, turn it down.
Yeah, I'll get right on that and re-editing every single donation I have. I'll play it again.
How dare she?
This is the...
I wanted that cake.
There. Yeah, I turned it up so people can.
Okay, thank you, Serpent21, for the $3. A trio of tards. I listen to them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Acha-cha.
Nice. All right. I can respect some quality heckling. It's fine. Let's see. Where shall we begin tonight?
Did you mean to stop the stream on Discord?
Okay, you just hold on, complainy pants. Let's...
I'm sorry. I feel it was important to bring up.
No, I moved it.
This is the part where...
It's fine. I had to change the input so you could watch it in VLC player. Otherwise, you wouldn't have heard the audio because as soon as it started, you would have been, "Where's the audio?" That's my best impersonation of you. Sorry.
I think
Jesus.
I could do better than that.
Jesus.
I think I could do better.
Polly, where is the audio?
I don't like this.
I love it.
feel
What do you-
attacked.
No, this is wonderful. I don't know what your problem.
No, I feel attacked. Holy fuck.
Well, yeah, it's not complimentary. I admit that, but it's fine. It's just
No, none of this is fine.
okay.
I
So
don't like it.
we've still got the fake biscuits up. Let's pick something. Where are we gonna?
They're just fake. I wouldn't even call them fake biscuits at this point. They're just fake.
Yeah,
Those
they're
aren't
like the
scones.
things that are
Those
underneath the
aren't
glass.
biscuits.
They're like the things underneath the glass at Starbucks. They're plastic and glazed with some kind of polymer, and it's like, yeah, the thing you're gonna buy looks something like this.
It's polyurethane, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not real food. They're meant to be like display food.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. And they
Well,
always.
like the front, you see on the front of Japanese restaurants in Japan, like the fake food on the plates. Like, yeah, this is what you're ordering. Sure.
The shiny
I
sushi.
totally
Just
believe
as
that.
an aside, as an aside before we move on, if Zelthor is in the audience tonight or after the show, if he isn't, I'm going to send him some of these pictures, and I want him to make smooth scones.
He made smooth
Smooth
bread.
Scott.
Don't encourage the boy.
But he made smooth bread?
Oh, you haven't seen Smooth Bread?
Goals.
Oh,
No,
God.
I haven't seen. No, I have
Smooth
honestly.
bread.
I have not talked to Zelda in so long.
It is gelatin and shiny, but bread.
Oh God.
I think it's some kind of aspic or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it very well could be. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a 70s dinner party.
All right,
Jesus.
we're gonna start with. Oh God damn it! We're gonna start as soon as this video loads. Is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. We don't need the video. It's fine. Sylvester Stallone's cryogenically frozen body discovered in Australia.
What?
Did you know you had
It's
it?
far out.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Go to hell, Sam. Fucking. No, it's a prop. It's fine. A long lost prop from Stallone's 1993 science fiction blockbuster Demolition Man has resurfaced in a small town in New South Wales, and it could be yours for just £3,000.
Oh, well, for only £3,000.
There it is.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
How realistic.
I know.
It's
To be
aged at the
honest-
same rate.
To be honest, it looks vaguely real. You know, until, like, if you keep staring at it, yeah, no, it's fake. But, like, if you just looked at it at a glance, you know, like, you're not really paying attention. Jesus.
It looks
That's
a
kinda
little bit
creepy.
like Sylvester Stallone was involved in a Mrs. Doubtfire remake.
Oh, no, you're right.
Hold on for a second.
I could see that.
Footballer
It's
beat
Sylvester
ex-wife
Stallone.
to death with a hammer after leaving team to wait for her.
What?
He beat her to death and then had her stuffed by a subpar taxidermist?
Look, they did what they could, okay?
It's just
Footballer's ex-girlfriend cryogenically frozen.
Look, I
body
feel
found
bad,
inside.
'cause apparently this woman died in hospital from multiple head injuries. So that's sad. But I'm sorry, the thing that made me click on it was like, I'm sorry, lady, but Stallone looks more real than you do. And you're and you're alive in that picture.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's really not good.
Alternate headline: Little boy smashes up Barbie doll.
Oh.
Even the hair looks like Barbie hair.
It does. Oh, God. This is just sad.
Okay, what in the actual fuck? Yeah, there's a frozen. Oh God, this is the.
Oh my God.
Should I post this to Twitter with no
I want you to
context?
paint me
Should
like
I
one
do
of
it?
your French girls.
Right, yes. No context, yes. But like, holy shit! Like,
Absolutely.
it's one thing to see the face,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because the face alone is just enough to be like, okay, what the fuck? Seeing the whole thing, though.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, if you want a real call for help, we'll play it again.
I need friends. They disappoint me.
Demolition Man era Sandra Bullock. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking about when Polly read out the
Thank you,
subtitle.
Thank you, Seven21 for the $4. Hey, Fa, if the Demolition Man era Sandra Bullock washes up on your shores, please let me know.
Hey, man.
You'll be the first to know, I guess. Jesus Christ.
I mean, so if you haven't seen Demolition Man, the reason why they even bothered
No,
to
I
do
have
it,
not.
Yeah. So when they convict people in dystopian future that is Demolition Man, they don't put you in a jail cell; they freeze you cryogenically. And so this is the model mask prop that they actually use to freeze of Stallone. So they needed a giant, mannequin of him to dump in the gel that they poured on top of him to freeze. And that's why he's in this weird position, because it's like a little space that they expect you to get down in, and why you're naked is because they're fucking cryogenically freezing you in there. It's like Empire Strikes Back and the carbon freezing with none of the interest or coolness,
Okay.
Yeah. Really quick. But it's in Australia now. See, Thomas, thank you for the $3 and the Weibo legs. Why are we being forced to suffer Australian Uncanny Valley? Because Far's here.
Cool. Yeah, that's as good a reason as any.
It's 1942. We don't need reasons to do things.
Oh god. This thing just gets worse the more angles you see it at.
Yeah, it really does. Nuked butt squad models banned from Dubai for 5 years after offending public decency. Do we want to read that story? Naked butt squad models, excuse me.
I mean, I think you just answered the question.
Honestly, I think the title says that all that really happened in that story.
I mean, it is Dubai.
Yeah, but it might have pictures, and they might
Right.
be of ladies.
So drunk, I cannot get up.
Yeah, and they were also not allowed to vote, nor drive, nor be in public without a male escort. I mean, they were just breaking all the fucking rules. Rebels that they are.
Right?
Good times.
Islam was right about women. Or was it? See the wedge issue it creates? It's fucking brilliant. Flex Tape, thank you for the $2. Send the picture to a random politician with the caption, "This could be us, but you plan." Okay.
I think he means the Stallone picture.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I gathered that much.
I'm kind of tempted to do exactly that now. You know when they send you those really cringy like campaign texts and such, because your number showed up on one of their lists. Just reply with that.
Man cut in half by forklift hospitalized as he vows to fight for new health care.
Wait, you were cut in half and you're still alive?
All right, I'll click
Holy
on it.
shit.
It's fine.
Is he an anime protagonist?
Yeah, right?
Is it gonna let me click on it? It's giving me the finger, if you know what I mean. No, it's not letting me click on it. It's not a real story.
Oh, okay.
And look at this
That's
one.
how it played.
Monster weather
Probably a
storm
blog
brews
post.
in Atlantic as Hurricane Danielle gets closer to the UK. In 1911?
You're okay.
That's a peer.
It's also in black and white. And like a really grainy photo. So like
That's just what the British weather looks like, Polly.
oh.
Like, are we sure that's in black and white, or that's just how Britain looks?
It's so
I
dour and
don't
depressing.
know exactly which peer that is.
Yeah, that's Britain.
All right. Moving along. Oh yeah, we already talked about this lady. Oh, yes. So, I have often discussed how we are living in cyberpunk with the exception of sexy female assassins with robotic body parts and flying cars. Oh, here we go. See Thomas. Thank you for the $5 and the sexy Jessica Alba. I guess we can also have some Jessica Alba, but we really could use some early 2000s Jessica Biel. Yeah. Whatever happened to her? Where did she end up? Whom did she marry? I figure she married someone because, like, you know, it's not like the roles are pouring in, is all I'm saying. Hello? No? Okay.
No idea.
That's a very good question. I'm fairly sure she did get married, but to whom?
I'm trying to find this guy cut in half story. It just won't open. See, it
Is
wants
it
us
on
to
the
stay
hunt?
on Schwarzenegger. It wants us to stay on Stallone. That's the fucking problem.
Oh, hold on. It's by another site, and I presume it's trying to open in a pop-up because you've got your various pop-up blockers.
No, it's Daily Star.
No. Look, bottom right.
Bottom right.
By Tabula? Is that man cut in half by forklift hospitalized?
Whoa.
Yeah, but it says
Oh, no.
it says Daily Star right there in red.
Oh, that's a blocked advert. Yeah, it's a blocked advert.
Oh no, wait, hold on. There, I just had to click on the
Yay!
tiny Daily Star. Hi, buddy. How's it going?
Hi. Yeah, what's up, man?
You doing all
You
right?
doing good?
Warning: graphic images.
Oh no.
After being dismembered by a forklift in September 2019, Lauren Showers, 20, has documented a new life with his hemorrhocorpronectomy patient. However, he has been revealed he's taken a turn for the worse. All right, hold on. We're just going to turn the screen off here.
Yeah, let's.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Wow, he really is just
Jesus fucking Christ! Did I make the right call turning the fucking screen off, chat? You don't.
How do you even?
I mean, there's not exactly gore, but it's like the next worst thing.
Holy fuck!
I don't even. I
He
can't
could
even
smuggle
imagine-
himself to any country in the world in a suitcase.
He
He could. He could.
Chat,
But, like, I can't even
I
comprehend
would-
how he's still alive.
I
Oh my
want to show you
God.
this, but I can't because it would be, well, the end of my beloved bar. The Turkey Man supposedly brought
how do
down
we-
a fucking stream. This will just end the channel.
He looks like a cooked turkey.
Yeah,
with
I
a
mean,
human
how do we
head.
just
Yeah, y'all.
describe this so
Here,
like, they understand?
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so the man is actually like this poor man. There's
He's
also
a
some,
torso.
yeah, beneath the pelvis, like his entire, like, imagine where your pelvic bones are. There, down, gone.
Yeah, that's gone. Yeah, that's gone. There's nothing there.
Everything beneath his belt line, gone, and his right arm beneath the
His
elbow,
right arm.
gone.
He only has his left arm really like fully attached.
Okay, all jokes aside, if I'm gonna put the link in chat. If you're squeamish, seriously, don't look at it. It's kind of
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst.
yeah, but it's
Like,
up
it's
there,
not
yo.
the worst, but like there's no gore. Like you're not actually seeing like
There's the link. But if you're
anything falling out.
yeah,
But it's still kind of
I'm
like
drunk. So drunk.
I mean this guy is
can't
clearly
breathe.
indestructible, or best next thing to it. I mean,
somewhat.
whew.
Well, apparently he's taking
Indi-
a turn for the worse. So
He's indestructible, but not indivisible.
Oh, you poor man.
yeah, you poor man.
Hold on, is that his wife?
What?
That's her. His
Yeah, boy.
Girlfriend.
his girlfriend. Find someone
What
that
the-
loves you, like
But like this woman.
like Lauren Shower's girlfriend loves him. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I know women that'll fucking leave you over your fucking choice in breakfast foods, or what side of the bed you want to sleep on. Self-righteous, cold-hearted, incessantly
want your own
self-regarding
blanket.
bitches. I mean, this woman sticks with a half a man.
I mean, she could just be, completely sexually disinterested, and he might have just received a really whopping big payout. We don't know.
Right.
That's my cynicism talking.
Wow, is it ever?
Ignore
Holy fuck, Sam. What's that? How does he pee? The colostomy bag attached to his stomach. I
Yeah.
would wager.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. But like I can't even comprehend how you would live like this because it's like when we're saying below, like the pelvis is just fucking gone. Like that's including like
Does he have a kitty?
all those
does.
functions of like pissing and shitting.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like that's all gone. That's all gone.
I gotta be.
This
I gotta
man
be
is just
honest.
torso.
I gotta be honest, guys. Like, if I lost, like, even just function, but if I physically lost belt and down, just let me die. Just let me die.
You're ruining your chances of becoming Darth Vader.
I know, but the warranty has not expired on the equipment I was born with just yet, Polly. So I'd like to continue using it. And if it is taken away from me before the time,
I don't know.
Just
Like,
let me go.
okay, he does have a kitty.
You know
and
what I
it's
mean?
like I don't know, man. I mean, this will give you some for fucking perspective. My life sucks. You don't know nothing. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Right? Are you this man? This man knows what it's like for life to suck.
whew. All right, let's move on. I was talking about how we live in cyberpunk, and I wanted to present some more evidence to that effect that Far just sent along. And Australia's leading the way.
that guy survived, Polly.
Yeah,
That's
there's all the proof you need. Cyberpunk is real, right? Synthetic
Yeah,
milk
right?
made without cows may be coming to a supermarket shelf near you.
So you mean soy milk?
Yeah,
Like that's like
it might come entirely out of a machine.
What?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Have they built the world's first replicator that only makes milk?
Okay. Synthetic milk does not require cows or other animals. It has the same biochemical makeup as animal milk, but is grown using an emerging biotechnology technique known as precision fermentation that produces biomass cultured from cells. Synthetic milk offers dairy milk without the concerns of other methane emissions or animal welfare, but it may overcome any challenges and pitfalls to become a fair, sustainable, and viable alternative to animal-based milk. The only way it can be fair is if all the technicians working on it are trans gay ladies in wheelchairs.
Right? It's the only way.
Why do you keep showing pictures
There's
of
no
cows if
reason
it's got
for it.
nothing to do with cows?
Because think of the cows and how you're taking their jobs. If you're making milk.
You know what you need to do? Open up your fences and let the cows be free, because they totally won't be dead in 6 weeks or anything.
Or cause like wide
Five if you give me two
destruction
forks.
and rampage.
Cows are not going feral, guys. I don't know how to break it to you, but they're not.
Right? Like
And we can send all the
wild
pictures
pigs,
of the...
they are not.
Right. They're not nearly as survivable, and they're not alpacas or whatnot that have gone feral, or a Chinese water deer. No. And so when synthetic milk comes in and they set the cows free, we'll send all the cow corpse pictures to AOC, and she can see their rotting, crusty remains in the sun and know that she's done well. But we don't talk about politics here.
I just don't understand the need for this when like you already have milk substitutes.
Because milk that actually tastes like milk as opposed to processed grass.
Have a good night, Rotten Corpse.
Yeah, but that's their choice. Like you don't want milk, just drink the other milk. Like drink like the almond and the oat milk and all that sort of shit. Don't make synthetic milk. The fuck is wrong with you?
C. Thomas, thank you for the $2. The forklift injury left him as half the man he used to be. Aww.
Aww.
Server21, thank you for the $3 on the Weibo legs. Now that's why Crusher Picard never got together. Picard wanted to change what they had for breakfast. Hell, at least Crusher didn't show up on Star Trek Picard now. True. Maybe Gates McFadden isn't, how shall we say it, presentable? Moving on. C. Thomas, thank you for the $3. Synthetic milk is people, primarily ladies. Hashtag Alba milkers.
Oh, yes, now here's a movement I can get in front of.
Yeah, right out in front. Have you tried all the I don't know what to call them, grain and legume based milk? Like, have you tried soy milk? Have you tried oat milk? Have you tried almond milk?
Oat milk, yes. Almond milk, yes. Rice milk, yes.
Not really, but that's just because I'm not really a milk drinker to begin with.
Oh, wow! Far just putting down all the competition out
What?
there.
What?
Bunch of
No,
bloody
I
milk
don't.
drinkers.
What? No, I don't like drinking straight up milk. I find it gross. It's just a me thing. So like, why I don't really. That's why I wouldn't go out of my way to drink like other alternatives to milk, because it's like, I just don't care enough, I guess.
It's just.
But
all
if you're
downhill
making that
from milk,
choice,
basically.
Well, it's like, but if you're making that choice though, right? It's like, come on.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's either going to be real milk or it's going to be coconut milk. All the others are pretty much a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because coconut milk
Right?
actually tastes like coconut, which I happen to find is quite a nice, it's quite a pleasant taste. I find coconut to be. All the others just taste like variations on grass.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe it was just the one I had. Oat milk I didn't like. Soy milk I didn't like. But almond milk was... If I had to pour something on my cereal that wasn't cow's milk, it would be almond milk. It was pretty good for cereal. I wouldn't want to try and make a milkshake out of it, though, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I don't like almonds though. Is the
You don't like
thing that
almonds?
prevents me? No. I think what it was is marzipan that ruined almond. flavoring for me.
Marzipan of all things ruined almonds for you?
Yeah.
You think that would make you rethink
yeah,
aversion
really,
to almonds? It's good. What the hell?
No, I despise marzipan. I hate it.
Huh.
All right then.
I've never heard anyone say that before.
It's. I tell you what it is. That a lot of like store-bought, pre-decorated cakes here are excessive with the marzipan.
Here too,
and the
strangely
icing.
enough. Here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
fancy
too much.
frosting, but it's really, I mean, it's just fake marzipan that has like almond extract in
Yeah.
the frosting. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, it's like I say, it's the overuse of that and like going to birthday parties and such as a kid, and they always had like the pre-bought cakes and all that kind of thing for the actual parties, and it's just really put me off almonds and almond-related products.
Hey, Jedi Ghost Bear. I'm a sales rep for Dannon, which owns Silk, and we've come out with Silk Next Milk, which is supposed to mimic cow's milk. Silk Next Milk.
It sits in a bottle and makes the same sound.
That's interesting.
Sorry, first thought that came to mind. It mimics cow's milk. Sorry.
It's terrible. That's terrible. But speaking of a dystopian future in Cyberpunk now, buzz without bees for glasshouse pollination. Yeah, no, I said that right. Glasshouse pollination. So they got a bunch of fucking drones buzzing around doing the pollination thing because they ain't no bees. Pollination drones.
Yeah, welcome to Cyberpunk.
That's what I'm saying.
Gonna drone bees.
I mean, we may not be able to have sexy female assassins with robot body parts, but can we have female sexy gardeners? Is that so wrong? Is that so hard?
Bee women.
Why haven't the Japanese gotten on that? Don't hire a Mexican, hire a Japanese robot.
I am drunk. So drunk, I cannot get up.
I feel like that might end my channel or was just hilarious. I'm not sure which. Serpent21, thank you for the $2. Gates McFadden still looks nice, for 70 anyway. Marina Sirtis, on the other hand, was on the Picard show and turned to a fat wine box drinking aunt who watches The View way too much. Who knew? Huh. You'd think they'd have better facelifts in the future.
Well, she needs
Apparently
a facelifted, frankly.
Yeah.
Just a full body lift?
Yeah, pretty much. Just get a couple of bulldog clips and suspend her from them for a few hours.
It allows farmers to manage their crop away from the impacts of weather, climate, and also manage their inputs more thoroughly.
And bees.
And bees. So Mr. Jadev said this method outperforms bumblebees in trials in one of the largest indoor farms.
Wait, what's it called? What's it called, Polly? Like, look at the picture description. What's it called?
Hold on, I'll find out. Hold on. Wondering how long it's going to take me to find. Scanning. Strawberry and tomato crops in Australian trials. He's Jadev in the United Kingdom. Bee pollination. Okay, what the fuck's it called for?
Polybee.
Oh, there it is. Mr. Jadev said polybees drones are...
It's so much fun with polybees.
I just imagine like a little otter in a little bee costume, like running around this greenhouse.
Oh God, where's Kefki? She will draw that. I've sent her loads of pictures in the past of ferrets wearing bee costumes. I'm certain we can convince her to draw an otter in a bee costume.
It's just like running around this fucking greenhouse and pollinating all these plants.
That'll be the logo for my own brand of honey. Polybee. It'll just be an otter sitting there in a bee costume, enjoying a jar of honey.
Like hand in the jar.
Yeah, exactly.
Hand in a jar of honey, like it's a fucking Pooh.
Exactly.
I can picture it now. I can actually picture it.
Right?
Oh.
I can picture it.
It's
That's
like
the next thing that needs to go in the bar.
Like
That's the next thing that needs to go in the bar. Just like a jar with like that on it.
So dystopian future. Seaford teen suffers life-threatening head injuries after falling from an e-skateboard. And,
yeah, what the fuck is an e-skateboard?
Well, none of us knew, and so I thought we'd, take it to the chat. Let's find out. What the fuck is an e-skateboard?
Yeah, like, I know what an e-scooter is, and how they just kind of popped out of nowhere for whatever reason. Like, literally from the ether, those popped up.
The ether.
Well, they did. Like, did you ever hear about an e-scooter before? Like, you started hearing about like, yeah, there's like a shit ton of injuries coming from e-scooters. Like, did you ever hear of them before that started happening?
I don't pay attention to things like e-scooters and such.
Yeah, well,
on
that's the
account of
only reason I ever started paying attention, because like they started announcing like, yeah, this person got really fucked up from an e-scooter, and so did this person, and this person is this person. Like, where the fuck did these things come from?
China.
Well,
I mean,
Sam,
yeah,
the great
obviously.
historian Polybius. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my god.
Server 21, thank you for the $2. I want more lady farmers who look like sun-made raisin lady. Oh, and dressing up like bees. What is this? What is this? Saturday 70 Night Live? I know the sun-made raisin lady. I know definitely who you're talking about. But you want them also dressed up like bees? That's a very specific fantasy.
Yeah, that is super fucking specific.
And wearing tall rain boots with just
Yeah, it just gets more and more specific.
Okay, hold on. So everyone's just saying it's an electric skateboard. So like it's like a moped skateboard, like it's got
basically.
Like, okay.
Oh.
That looks dumb as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, this one looks pretty compact. I mean, depending on the speed you can pull out of
Like,
it.
that still looks really fucking dumb.
But they're fucking forgetting like one fundamental thing with skateboards, and especially the people that do skateboarding. There's quite a lot of rail riding goes on.
Yeah.
Or rail
Yeah.
And the batteries in the way.
How do you
fucking
do that?
Fucking battery pack in the way. Yeah, man, I'm gonna grind that rail. He fucking pops it, like the battery pack explodes, and he loses his tackle. Wait, never mind. I'm totally in favor of this.
Oh my god! No, imagine like he does that right, and just like this massive explosion goes off, and it's like flies.
Suddenly, the E in e-skateboard stands for eugenics.
Oh, cool! They run with a fucking Nintendo Wii nunchuck. Awesome.
Oh hell yeah!
And he's got it turned on to gamer mode.
What a nice alternative for your Nintendo Wii nunchuck. Look, you got one of those lying around the house? Of course you do. Everyone had a fucking Wii.
How
Just
much of a...
Hubris is saying they go 20 to 30. That's impressive. I'm impressed by a skateboard that can go 20 to 30 under its own fucking power. This is pretty cool.
Just go downhill! You can do that!
Yeah, but hills aren't always available, Sam.
On an analog skateboard.
No, okay, you could go downhill, but then you have to go back up it, conservation of energy and all that.
Just walk up the hill.
Oh, what's to do that? If you've got a fucking motor on your skateboard, clearly you're not interested in climbing inclines.
Well, clearly you're not really interested in skateboarding, probably, if you've got a motor for your skateboard, because you can't even do the grinds.
Look, the skateboard is already the second most impractical method of transportation, immediately
It really is.
Immediately below the unicycle and above the fucking T-tray. Okay.
Oh, but at least unicycles can be fun.
I would argue the penny farthing
Supposedly.
or whatever is in there somewhere, Sam. I think you jumped over it. That's
No, the penny farthing
over
is
the
like at
penny
least like
farthing,
a
yeah,
step
sure.
before the bicycle. At least that has more of a use. At least you can get across a fucking desert on a penny farthing.
Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck ever attempted a desert crossing on a penny farthing?
Some distant relative of mine.
Hold on a minute. What? No, hold on though.
Fun story. Fun story, actually. So this is written in like a great arts, like memories of her life, basically.
Uh-huh.
But like she like lived like in Kalgoorlie, basically. So it was like in the middle of the fucking desert. And she had an uncle that would go across the desert with a bunch of like fucking fucking rock melons, right? He'd be crossing the desert to get to these ungrateful little bastards, and you'd be like, here, have the rock melons, and none of them liked rock melons. They all fucking hated rock melons for some reason.
I mean, look at that. Yeah, that thing's not going to sink into the soft sand. What a wonderful desert tracker. This is great.
Well, but that's the thing, right? It's like they had like dirt paths and shit. They still kind of do, so it's like it's totally doable. under the
So-
right
so-
conditions.
What you do,
But
Polly,
yeah,
is you let a
no,
little
people
bit of
have
air.
totally done that.
You let a little bit of air out of those giant tires, and it makes it much easier.
You know what I don't understand about the penny farthing is that why didn't it's already unwieldy and ugly and huge and whatnot, right? Okay.
Oh, that's not ugly. Come on. That's not that bad.
It's hideous, far.
Yeah, it is hideous. I'm just sitting here thinking about some kind of crack at your taste, and I can't even come up with one. No, that's not ugly. Yeah, great, sure. Let's go with that.
I genuinely don't think it's that bad. I think it could be much worse.
So you have to get on it, and you need a couple of friends like this guy to hold you straight while you get enough force going on to spin it and not fall over like an asshole. Wait a fucking minute. These are a bunch of modern people in the background, and these assholes are dressed up like turn of the fucking last century. Look at everyone else. They're all dressed in modern clothes. They've just black and whited the picture. You fucking morons.
Polly, we are currently doing a show which allegedly takes place in 1942
There's nothing
on YouTube.
First of all, don't deconstruct the theme. Second of all, there's a huge difference, all right? What I don't understand is that why it's already far except it's ugly. It's already ugly as hell. Why wouldn't you have like a training wheel set up in the back, 2 tires, so it's auto balanced? Do you understand what I'm
Some
saying?
of them do, I'm pretty sure.
Do they? They all should have it because I've
Yeah,
only seen
I
it with the
thought-
one small
yeah, I
tire in the
thought
back.
A lot of them did.
I've always thought about them like, is that little tire really helping you so much once you get some speed going? Like, you should just learn to drive a unicycle, man. It's like the little
I think that is the
parachute
basic
that's behind the
premise.
big parachute. It's like, oh, well, that's to provide stability as much as the tiny wheel does on a penny farthing.
Really? I thought the little chute behind the big chute was all about dragging the big chute out of the pack.
It is? I thought it was about direction. I don't know.
I mean, when you're plummeting towards the ground at near terminal
You take
fucking
everything you can
velocity,
get.
it's like you are basically only going in one direction. But loosely speaking, there might be some
There's only
lateral
one way to
action
go.
there somewhere down the line.
All right, moving along. Adelaide man, who allegedly stole car with alleged baby inside, seeks to withdraw guilty pleas, claiming they were simply alleged.
I think you're missing the last line there, but
Claiming he was affected by drugs, allegedly.
there we go.
I-
Allegedly, it's all allegedly.
Play is there we go, a little bit off. There it is.
Good lord.
He was affected by drugs.
Hold on, is that woman breastfeeding
No, she's got a bottle.
in
I-
public?
She got a bottle. Okay, moving along. An Adelaide man who's pleading guilty of addicted 4-month baby during a carjacking was still strung out on drugs when he confessed. Elos Sammy Latsis is now attempting to withdraw his guilty pleas, meaning that the case may go for trial. So he wasn't high on drugs when he kidnapped the baby, just when he entered the plea?
Oh my god. Dude. Fucking Adelaide. Fucking Adelaide.
Are you guilty, Mr. Lattis? Guilty of being
Oh,
high
yeah.
as fuck! Like, that's what he thought he was just...
Are you guilty? Oh, hell yeah. I'm fucking guilty of all kinds of shit. You want me to give us your list?
He's like, I'm going in a trial today. Thought I might get high before I went in.
There he is. What was he high on? Cop to it.
Yes.
Uh,
The answer is yes.
so he's gone through lawyers, and he was under the influence of drug when
Okay.
when he entered his guilty
Yeah,
pleas.
what drug?
It's not when he did.
Lawyers
It's not when he absconded with the baby and the Honda Jazz car. It was when he entered his plea. He was totally in his right mind when he stole the car. That was fine. He has sworn out an affidavit that his client was strung out. Magistrate Kenwell said. They did not.
His lawyer's name is Mr. A.
Yeah, it is.
Stephen A. Look, I'm kind of fucked up, you see. Like, I am guilty, yes, but I'm sure my lawyer, Mr. A here, he's gonna make it all better. Aren't you? Ay.
You know what? Okay, Magistrate Brioni Kenwell also said that the prosecution would have to prove that the defendant was aware that there was a child in the car to support like the full range of charges. Now, this is an interesting question. Let's just say that you, Sam, had a large amount of cash because you were doing a cash deal for, I don't know, a whole swath of computer hardware. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you had 10 grand and you were going to write up a business transaction. The person wanted in cash. Fuck it, it still happens. So you've got 15 grand or 15 grand in euros, you know.
Yeah.
And somebody steals your,
About the
and
same.
it was in,
Dollars.
and it was in the trunk. Is that person now prosecutable for grand larceny? Because not just the car, but the 15K as well.
Yes. Yes, they are. Absolutely, they are.
I've never stopped to ever think about that. Like, if there's something really valuable in the car, not a human life, but like something, you know, with no intrinsic value to it, like cash or whatever the fuck. I was transporting my Picassos, and then all of a sudden the car disappeared.
Yeah, of course they are. It's you know, it's the just because a person is not aware of value, even if it's just an expensive car, just because a person is not aware of the cash value of the car that they are stealing does not mean that they are not liable for crimes that are rated based on the value of the item that they have to all intents and purposes stolen. Of course they are.
Huh. Yeah, I never stopped to think about it until right this fucking minute.
I mean, it makes sense.
Because I figured that the other time, you know, I've definitely heard a lot of stories about people carjacking a car or somebody in a car and there's a baby in the car. But you can't miss the baby because the baby's in a fucking...
How common is that, though?
Common enough that there's stories about it. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I mean. It's like, how fucking common is that? Like, we keep coming across stories of, like, people stealing cars and it happens to have a baby in the back seat. You know, like, what the fuck?
And they keep driving, and I sort of understand their predicament because it's not like they didn't notice that the baby was there because they're in a baby seat, which is pretty high up and difficult to notice, especially if you're looking in the rearview mirror in any second. And of course, the baby is very well going to be cooing and crying in the back seat. You're going to fucking notice. But what are you going to do? It's not like it's a dog in the back seat where you can just open the back door and the dog will run out. Or you know,
Don't steal the car.
What's that?
Don't steal the car.
We've already moved past that point. The car has been stolen.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like a lot of car thefts and carjacking, and it's a crime of opportunity. The opportunity's there; they take the opportunity without thinking all too much about it.
The other thing, though, it's like at this point, with how many times this seems to happen, how common it seems to be. Why are people still leaving their babies in the car?
That's a fine question.
Well, you can't put them on the ground while you load the shopping.
You can take them in with
They
you.
may well crawl away.
Well, no. If you're carjacked, as she was, it's sort of out of your hands, which raises the question.
Yeah, true, yeah.
There's a moment of like hardcore resolve, right? You're behind the wheel, you're driving your car, your baby's in the back seat, and it's strapped in 5 ways from Sunday. You know what I mean? And somebody comes up, sticks a gun in your face, and says, "Get the fuck out of the car." What do you do? Because you kind of want to say, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
It's a not unless you.
Can I take my baby?
Yeah, exactly. Not unless you let me lean around and get the baby before I get out of the car. No, fuck you, lady. Then I'm not getting out of the car.
Yeah, right. Like, well, I guess you're gonna have to commit murder then. Like,
Yeah,
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
you're looking at a murder charge. Go ahead, do it. Because I'm not leaving my fucking baby with a fucking car thief. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially not one that may well be fucking strung out on whatever
Right.
fucking cocktail.
But then
Well, and one
in
that's
the
willing to shove
moment,
a
maybe
gun in your face.
But maybe in the moment, the process that occurs to you, not having children, I don't know. This is 1,000% guesswork. Okay, I have no idea. Maybe the process of thinking is just he's gonna let me take the baby, or he's gonna drop the baby off, or whatever. He just wants the car after all. What use is a baby to him? He's not a baby merchant, like you know.
You don't know that though.
Yeah, maybe he
Probably
was.
a baby merchant.
Fuck the car. He wanted the baby.
Chuck to us.
Yeah, it's just.
He's gonna give look. He's gonna give someone all the service with no damn fuss. All right. He just needs that baby.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
All right, guys. I will give you a choice. We got some lists.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Okay.
All right. According to Bookworm Addict, yes, the person would be responsible for stealing. They agree with you there, Sam. Fair enough. Let's see. So our choices are, boom, top 15 incredible weapons of ancient times. So there's gonna be a lot of sticky,
right.
pokey, riveted type chain things.
Sexy.
Possibly. 10 awesome new inventions you'll never hear about. South Korea as a whole.
So we got old and new.
Yes, yeah, very much so. South Korea is a whole different world, and here's 50 photos that'll prove it. 26 cool and unusual bad designs. I think we might have done that one.
What cool bad designs? What?
I think we might have done this one already. No, we didn't. 26
No.
cool and
No,
unusual.
that's weird.
Oh, bed designs. Bed designs. It was small.
Oh, bad.
Bed. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, that makes a hell of a lot more sense than 26 cool and unusual bad designs.
The 10 most important Aussies. 10 passive.
Okay.
10 passive aggressive plants to give to your enemy.
Passive aggressive plants. Okay.
And then then we're back to man cut in half by forklift, and we're done there. So there's your options. Okay. 10 weird weapons of ancient times, 10 awesome new inventions you never hear about. South Korea's a whole different world. Here's 50 photos to prove it. 26 cool and unusual bed designs, 10 most important Aussies, and 10 passive aggressive plants to give to your enemy. Yes, evolved potato. It's something that lists you 10 times, just 10 aspects of you.
Yeah, it's just all different angles of potato.
Yeah, how many important Aussies can you name, Sam?
There's Far.
Right, of course.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
There's Steve Irwin, and then there's Crocodile
Rest in
Dundee.
peace.
Rest in peace.
And there's Steve Irwin's
He's dead, right?
daughter.
That Steve Owen is, yes. Yes, he is very
very
dead.
No, Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, I don't actually know.
I can't remember.
Yeah, so can
the guy.
what,
who
his
did the thing
daughter?
in the place. Yeah. Bindi, isn't that her name?
yeah, there you go. You got the name.
Yeah. I don't know. She knows things, and she's kind of cute.
And she has a really weird, fucked up accent.
She does.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it for some
Yeah.
weird reason. I don't know.
You like the combo Australian American accent?
I kind
Because
of
that's what that is.
I kind of no, because not to touch politics too much, but Sydney Watson used to have that as well, and it used to intrigue me. I used to sit there
Oh
listening.
yeah, no,
to
it's
her
definitely
stuff.
fascinating. Like to
Mhm.
hear it. But
the
yeah,
thing is,
no,
it's
like
kind of-
that's what that is though.
It's just like on certain words, it will be Australian, and then on certain other words that would ordinarily rhyme with the initial set of words, it's somehow
twist that off,
American.
right?
Like, how does that work?
Yeah, oh god, Bindi Irwin used to have a TV show like when I was a kid, right?
Mhm.
So she would have been a kid too, like with this
Mm-hmm.
fucking TV show, and that's where like I became very familiar with the accent.
Mhm.
And I'd just be like sitting there, like not even really caring about like what the topic was, because it's all like animals shit, right?
Mhm.
And I'm just like sitting there fascinated with the accent itself of like her speaking. Because it's just like, what the fuck?
So drunk.
How do you
Okay,
get
so we
this and
got
that?
patio furniture saying weapons, and Oatsan saying 10 ancient weapons, 10 ancient weapons, 10 ancient weapons, Polito. So unless you guys
I'm
Yeah,
torn.
no one said nothing. So I mean, I'm just leaning towards what chat's saying. Serpent
I'm
21.
torn between the weapons.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Okay, Serpent 21, thank you for the $2. I want more Lady Far. Oh, no, wait, we already did this. Unmade Raisin Lady, yeah. Serpent 21, thank you for the $2. Hey, Polly, want a weird weapon, or at least an impractical one? Look up the Pfeiffer Zeliska. If Weebo shot that thing, she'd fly back a mile. Also, for Aussies, Chopper and Suit are on the list.
Yeah, you got Hubris in chat saying 1, Ned Kelly, 2, that 1 PM that shit himself in 1996 in a Macca's. Who shit himself? What?
Mackers didn't exist in 1906. What?
No, 1996.
Oh, 96, the cursed year. Yeah,
Yeah, the ultimate cursed year.
There.
Would that have been John Howard? Like, I don't fucking know.
Let me highlight this. Is it being so difficult? Okay, so what do you think there, Sam?
I'm torn between the weapons and the passive aggressive plants.
I am interested in the passive aggressive plants myself. You know what? Since they are both short lists, it's not like it's going to be the biggest problem in the fucking world going over both of them.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is a gun.
Yeah, okay. Hold
That
on.
is-
Let me bring, oh, wait, fuck.
Yeah, that is
I'm-
2.5 handfuls of fuck you.
Sorry, Chad. I still haven't figured out how to stream properly with only 2 screens. My laptop died. I'm looking at other laptops and trying to bring together money to manage it. And it's not easy. But, so that's why it's taking me so long to manage all this. You bring back up this screen and then this one. There. Okay, there we go. All right.
Wait,
Here's
wait.
what we're
So
looking at.
it was John Howard that shit himself in a Macca's? Oh my god.
It's a 600 Nitro Express pistol. Revolver. And for those of you who don't know what the 600 Nitro Express is, it is a big game cartridge. Yeah, it's kind of big.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want to see it compared to like versus the 223. There we go. Well, that's a 700 Nitro Express versus a 223 Remington. So that's when an AR shoots far, and there's a 700 Nitro Express.
Jesus.
There we go. There's the 600 versus a standard AR-15 round. I
For
love
when
it.
you literally want to fuck the guy back who's fucking with you.
Look at that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
That really is sex toy proportions, isn't it?
Yeah,
It kind of is.
it's getting right up there. And there's the AK-47 round versus the 700 Nitro Express. 7.62 by 39 Auto Vat Kalishnikov. Anyway, moving along. Let's go with the 10
I like
ancient
how
weapons.
you did Russian words in German accent. Automatic Kalishnikov.
I can't do a good Russian accent. I practice the fake conspiratorial sounding German. You know what I mean? Because I'm not good at language
Let
mimicry.
me tell you.
Yeah. We have ways
Let
of
me tell
making
you.
you talk, Fräulein. Like, you know, that sort of thing.
What you have to do is you pronounce H words in the back of the throat, and you don't move your jaws at all when you want to speak like a Russian.
But you don't sound like a crooked KGB officer. That's what I want to sound like. You sound like, I don't know, drunken Slav in the street making a fucking Twitch video, you know?
Exactly, Russian.
Yeah, it seems very Russian to
That's
me.
what they all sound like. They don't sound like... nobody sounds like Putin, okay? There's only Putin who sounds like Putin.
Top 15 incredibly weird weapons of ancient times. Okay, it's not 10, it's 15, but bonus 5. Woo!
Okay. Oh, you got the man catcher there. Straight up. All right.
That's how Taylor Swift can keep a woman. Let's get her one, or man, let's get her one of these.
You know what those were used for?
I don't.
Like, literally, like, to hold prisoners and shit, like, taking them with you.
It is
I'm
for Taylor
real.
Swift.
Yeah, the line that "Marry me, Juliet, you'd never have to be alone" takes on a whole new meaning with that. in the picture.
Right.
But I mean, seriously though, bitch can't keep a man. She's rich as fuck. She's cute enough. I mean, what's the fucking problem? Clearly, it's her. I don't believe it's a long series of fickle men.
She spends too much time with 4chan. That's the problem.
It's 3-4 men in a row. Sure, they're fickle bastards. You met some scumbags. There's a lot of them out there. But at her numbers, no. You have to start looking at her. That's all I'm saying. Okay, moving along. Chuko knew.
I love the fact that it's called a chuck on you.
I use this
exactly
block
what it
of wood
does.
to chuck spear on you. One of the first automatic weapons, the operation of the Chuko knew, is something any child could have thought up. Oh my God, we got to keep this out of children's hands. And something Nerf.
I mean,
Go ahead.
it's already in children's hands.
Yeah.
It's if Nerf has managed to perfect it, it's already in children's hands. It's too late.
A repeating crossbow where bolts are loaded into a box on the top. It's not subtle or stealthy, but it also doesn't fire very far, preferring to throw a lot of ammo at a problem. So it's like the 9mm of the ancient world. It's not terribly effective, but at least you get a lot of rounds.
Yeah, but it does something, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, 9mm fans. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Hold on. So if the bolts aren't fledged,
Say it again.
wouldn't it literally be a stick mag?
Jesus Christ.
Moving on.
Cynic 3D printed one of these.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's
is it
cool.
better than this one?
It's probably. It's. All right, here we go. The man catcher,
Hey! Yep, there it is. The man catcher.
the Taylor Swift husband keeper. One of the strangest weapons in history and more commonly used in city streets to keep Taylor Swift's man near her, rather than on the field of battle. The man catcher. Interestingly, it was one of the few medieval weapons that was designed specifically to incapacitate an opponent without killing or injuring him. Are you sure?
Well, yeah, that's what the spike. That's why the spikes are like that. It's so like they have more incentive to not prick themselves on them. So like they have to move along with you.
Well, I get that idea,
Well,
but you
hold on,
think that
though.
by the time you had looped it on the person's neck, especially if they freak the fuck out trying to get free, it's going to be, an accidental impalement.
Well, yeah, accidental,
hold
but it's
on,
like
though.
that's not the intention. You know, the intention to wound is only if they're really like fucking wanting to get the fuck away.
Yeah, but the premise in question is one of the few medieval weapons that was designed specifically to incapacitate an opponent without killing him. Clubs, batons, ball mace.
Yeah, but if you
It's-
you whack a dude in the legs with an extendable baton, it's a great mobility destroyer, absolutely, because you could leave and they can't, or you can just step back 3 feet and they can't injure you anymore. That sort of thing. Great mobility
Good
ruiner.
old Kosh.
Yeah, or a nightstick for the same fucking purposes, or but any kind of baton really, or just a stick, or that thing that Far made with her welding devices, just whack the person in the legs. But I mean, this thing, like if something goes wrong, okay, yeah, now you're gonna have to like pick the fucking person up and carry them with you, whether they be your captive or your slave or whatever the fuck. Something goes wrong with this, and you just got a dead body.
Right.
I gotta be honest with you. I do like the whole spring-loaded A pieces there at the front of it.
Are they
You
spring loaded?
You don't have to. I'm assuming so. It looks like it's got a basic leaf spring on the innermost part of the.
I do see the
A
little
shapes
curve there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Means you ain't got to be all that precise about getting them into the damn thing, and then once they're in the damn thing, literally, if they try and move at all, it's only going to push them closer to the spikes.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I a sick fuck? I might be. They were used by night watchmen and guards of medieval towns to pin down the limbs of troublemakers or criminals. Am I a sick fuck for just assuming motherfuckers put this around people's necks?
Went round the neck.
No, because I think they did sometimes put them around their necks.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just
all
probably,
right, all
probably
right.
the limbs.
It's like maybe I totally
like-
misunderstood. I just publicly revealed that
No,
I'm,
no, I think
went right to the
honestly,
worst
honestly,
decision.
I think it like went. I think they honestly just probably used these wherever the fuck they could.
Anywhere
Hit
they
the
could,
neck
yeah.
or the limb. You know,
Head,
like I don't think they
neck,
really
limb,
cared that much.
anything.
I mean, you pin a guy's thigh with this. Yeah. That's gonna dissuade him
Yeah,
from moving
like,
around too much.
Especially if
But
it's
yeah.
John Thomas's trap somewhere in the mix. Fucking hell.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's see if there's anything else that can help Taylor Swift with her fucking coupling. Amisi? So I'm a butcher all these chat.
And,
It just
okay.
saying. MEC? Okay.
That's probably right.
A traditional Chinese martial arts weapon, this thing was used for stabbing. They are a pair of metal rods with sharp ends and loops and are typically mounted on a detachable ring worn in the middle of the finger. Oh, they're real small. And they were elaborately manipulated. These weapons originated at Mount Emi, or whatever, and they are a piece of equipment used in wushu to this day. They are used for open palm techniques and are similar to judges' pens. So it's like poor man's Wolverine claws?
Sure.
Judges' pens. Don't tell me you don't want to know. Come on, admit it. You're curious.
I
Kinda do.
think it's basically a Chinese fucking stiletto.
It's just a bunch of fountain pens.
Yes, yeah. This is what you meant, right?
Try judge's pen weapon.
I mean, it does.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. No, these are just judges' pens.
Oh, wait, no, those.
Oh, no. Copper
they're
Chinese
really-
swordsman fighting judge pen, Emi, thorn, attack, vital point.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So they kind of do look like fountain pens.
Oh, come on. Sharpen those fuckers up, man. I would if I bought them.
Or novelty butt plugs for the civilian.
Yeah, right?
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay. I no longer feel like the sick fuck.
Oh, dear.
Get an extra 300 off with 10 items. 177 bucks. I mean, I don't know. Returns accepted. I think you might get a few of those. Anyway. Yeah, judges' pens. They're just little stabby stabs.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, or really long, thin butt plugs if you're French. Okay.
It really depends on where you are in the world.
Look, anything is if you're brave enough. I'm just throwing it out there.
Urumi. Again, I'm butchering all these.
Ah, yes.
So back when they were
No, that's-
Kangs,
that's
they
what I
had
was saying.
Urumi. Part whip, part sword. The Urumi's floppy looks will lull enemies into a false sense of security. Then you cut them out to absolute ribbons after they fall down laughing. It can also be worn as a belt if your wardrobe requires more danger.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't look floppy. It
That's
looks like
It's not
a corn cutter. Do you understand what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a hand scythe.
Yeah, that's because that's not what an Urumi looks like at all. Not in the
Alright.
slightest.
Off to go. Urumi.
It's a Sri Lankan weapon originally.
And also apparently popular in Sri Lankan film.
It's a whip sword.
Urumi. They stole his woman, but not his love. He sought over the world for her, not stopping for evil kings, henchmen, or any of their like. He would find her again if it took him until his last day. Love is not about the destination, but the journey. Urumi.
I think you just broke my gaydar.
I don't know.
Okay.
This guy looks like somebody who like rents his services in Times Square for a certain amount per hour.
I mean, with a whip
Like,
sword.
what-
I mean, come on. The euphemism writes itself.
But that's a better picture of it, though. You got to admit.
Yeah.
It gives you a better idea of what the fuck it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Make your captions, lady and gentleman. Do it. Let's go. What's being said?
I will show you my power through the power of calisthenics.
Okay, Sam.
Listen,
Watch my ribbon twirl.
no, listen here, Tony. I tell you only one time, bro. Stay the fuck away from my woman.
Okay, for me, it's you leave without an escort, that's a whipping. You don't make my dinner properly, that's a whipping. You look at me funny when I walk in the room, that's a whipping. That's
Let me show you the ribbon dance of my people.
Oh Oh, look. It's Indian Mockingjay.
Jesus, man.
What? You don't believe they could be strong, independent women who don't need no man in India? They can.
The
Oh.
Patunga games.
Yeah. It's Patel Katniss. Okay, before my channel gets you, let's go
I'm
back
telling
to
you, just do what the government wants you to do.
Moving along.
I like a bowl potatoes caption for it. I'm sorry, it's not normally like this.
AP wins.
Yeah,
AP wins.
well, that's the victory right there for sure.
Yeah, that's a winner.
Number 5, Greek fire. Oh yeah. Motherfucker's
Yeah,
still
the
trying to
fire.
reformulate it.
Yeah, the thing that like no one knows what the fuck it actually was.
Except for these people who have deduced that it's a deadly concoction of naphtha and quicklime.
Naphtha.
That's
Hey,
it.
is it though? Or is that their guess? 'Cause I thought
That's
like
the-
no one could recreate this.
That's the current sort of assumption, because while quicklime is suspended in naphtha, it doesn't burn, but the moment it comes into contact with water, quicklime has an exothermic reaction which sets the naphtha on fire.
Oh, interesting. It's an interesting postulation at it. Yeah. Because both were available back in the day. So,
Mhm.
Greek fire is an early example of how fatally awesome science can be when used to cause problems rather than solve them. One of the earliest flamethrowers,
Solves a problem.
like invading armies. That's rather than solve them.
Well, but this is solving it.
Yeah.
Just not in the way you like.
Look, we're out at sea, okay? We see a ship. We want the shit that's on it. It's a problem. How do we get it? Well, we've got Greek fire. Problem solved.
Right?
I mean, I'm just
Problem
gonna
solving
throw
at
it
its
out there.
finest.
It solves pirate problems.
A bunch of quicklime, mixed into naphtha and warm slightly sounds like a solution to me.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Facts about ban on assault weapons in U.S., 7 states, and next Colorado?
Oh God, not another Colorado. One's bad enough.
Are they going to ban Greek fire in Colorado?
No. Assault weapons. Jesus. All right, you had me there through half that sentence before I realized who am I talking to. All right. A bagnachach. The bagnachach,
Indeed.
or tiger's claw, was an unusual weapon invented in India, although no one knows for sure when it first appeared. It grew in popularity, being adopted by the Nihang Sikh warriors sometime around 1500. In short, it was a form of a knuckle duster, easily concealed in the palm and made up of 4 or 5 metal claws, which are used to slash at the opponent. Nihang Sikhs often carried them in their turbans as concealed weapons, but also fought with them in battle on occasion. Yeah, that's a fuck you up weapon, I'll give you that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck a long, thin Assassin's Creed stick you in a crowd type knife. Bring one of these fuckers.
Right?
Leave intestines hanging.
But that is the beauty of it. Is like, they just cut up so much, like, fleshy real estate, shall we say, in such a short space of time, and they really are very easily concealable because you can just rotate the claw back round, and who's going to see that from looking at you from the outside?
Mm-hmm.
They're just not.
Yeah, that's I gotta give you credit. Of all the weapons, this seems the most practical and fuck you up.
Right?
I mean, the Swift Man Catcher too. That's a pretty good one. I mean,
Swift man catcher.
how else is this skinny, blonde, blue-eyed, overly popular, inexplicably so feminist supposed to keep a man? Number 7,
Do you want the
With the
list?
man catcher.
the bill hook.
Classic.
Okay.
Or the Taylor Swift boyfriend
Okay.
runner away stopper.
Could be.
Do you think Taylor Swift just has all of this shit, in a collection somewhere in her house?
No, but I do believe her bodyguards do, because they're with her at all times, and as soon as the guy tries to bolt, they just go out with the billhook and go, "Now where you going, you fucker?" And they pull him back.
I like to believe it's Taylor Swift herself doing this, right? Security is just for show. She secretly just collects all this shit, right?
Yeah.
All for the sole purpose of keeping that man.
Mm-hmm. Well, she
started with the man catcher. You see,
clearly on her own
just
isn't going to be good enough. She needs some sort of implement.
Yeah, right? Like, see, the man catcher was just the start of it, right? That was just the first little item in her collection. Then it just grew from there.
I choose to believe that on the other end
the
of
man catcher wasn't enough.
I choose to believe she's got a Shaolin spade on the bottom end of the man catcher to cut the fucking hamstrings if they try and run away.
Let's see. Evolving from the agricultural billhook, the martial arts billhook, sometimes called the English bill or just bill, was a relatively common weapon in the late Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Its flexibility and simple construction made it the weapon of choice of many poor soldiers and drafted peasants. Its design varied significantly across Europe, but it was consistently a multi-purpose weapon. Its broad curved head could be used to slash in a similar fashion to a glaive, while the small hook at the end could catch the edges of any running away boyfriend and keep him around. Later, billhooks had a long spike on top that allowed for the assassination of any boyfriend who shouted anything liable. Okay, all right. Gotcha.
Anti-cavalry weapon, basically.
Actually, that would be very effective for that, yeah.
Shuriken!
And the player's gonna hate. The beloved throwing star favored by ninjas in Hollywood, the shuriken was developed by people too lazy to actually learn how to throw knives properly. It's more difficult to get them to stop sticking in things. They are terrible for EDC in any normal pocket. Yeah. Yeah. Let's drop 5 of them in your cargo shorts pants. You'll be fine.
I got it.
Yes, personal defense weapon and recircumcision implement all in one.
Yeah. The fletched
I
javelin.
hear Taylor Swift keeps 10 of those in her purse at all times.
What makes it fletched? Arrowed? Feathered, rather? Excuse me?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Most of us know the
That's what
javelin.
fletching is, yeah.
Okay. Most of us know the javelins were commonly used across the Greek and Roman worlds. However, many of them didn't know the javelins were used well into the medieval period and beyond. No, I knew that. Not because I'm a genius. It's just, what the fuck? In fact, medieval javelins were more advanced than their ancient counterparts and a lot more accurate. The special medieval weapons, often called fletched javelins, had feather fletchings at the bottom of their shafts, which steadied the javelin in flight. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his tiny little shield. It's adorable.
It's a buckler.
This fucker doesn't know what's coming.
The guy in front?
It's just like,
No,
nice. It's a nice day for collecting some javelins.
Yeah.
The guy behind him is just like,
Yeah.
I'm about to fuck up your whole day.
Yeah, the guy from behind is going, no, all the javelins are mine. He won't even know it's coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have these javelins are my javelins.
And
Fuck you.
And what's that cartoon character? Edward the Gnome or whatever? That's what he looks like. What's it?
Edward the I don't know.
Well, it's not
I don't know what
Edward.
you're
I just threw
referring
that
to.
in there. But it's something. Pushing on Bros did a video on him. There's a whole cartoon series and children's book series about him. He looks just like him.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
Is it Papa Smurf? I'm getting some Papa Smurf vibe.
But yeah, he's also got a Pop Smurf thing
I
working.
don't know.
Maybe this Pop Smurf is a taller, younger man.
Yeah, alright.
And
Papa
less
Smurf
blue.
before he was a Smurf.
Yeah. I just love his adorable little shield. It's so going to be effective. It's
funny thing that shields like that actually are. It's a buckler. It's meant for parrying and deflecting incoming strikes, not for blocking arrows.
David the
like
Gnome.
that.
Thank you very much, Darksidism. Let's just take a quick look here. Oh yeah. Tell Katniss. Okay. David the Gnome. See?
Yeah, I see.
Oh
it.
shit, you're right.
See, back here. Look. Red pants, blue shirt, red hat. There you go. It's
He got ourselves a fucking garden gnome, a homicidal garden gnome.
The chakram.
Right, you couldn't have gotten a better picture.
Yeah, which one is it? The spike or the disc?
No, the spike is a bow shuriken, and then the disc is the chakram.
Throwing knives featured prominently in our television shows and video games, but the Indian equivalent, the battle quoit, is even more quaint.
Yep.
A sharpened metal disc, or chakram, or chakrar, is effectively a war frisbee.
I love it. I love that. It's a war frisbee.
Yeah.
You guys don't remember Xena Warrior Princess having that?
I've never watched it.
Yeah, I never watched that.
You. Oh, God.
But I did watch Tron,
Conscious.
and the electronic versions of them were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
A war
Imagine
frisbee.
Battle
Taser.
frisbees.
It has been used by the Nomadi Akal Nahang Sikhs for hundreds of years. Oh, the nomadic. That's not an E. That's just a overly flourishing C.
Serifed.
Yeah, it's serifed. Way the fuck over serifed. For hundreds of years, all the oldest accounts of these date back more than 2,000 years. They vary significantly in size, from a little wider than a hand to over 2 feet wide. Fuck yeah! See, I've got frisbees. I want to see how accurate I can throw. I'm going to go throw it at a tree and just think, now, if this was metal, would I be able to cut that tree down?
That's when you start sharpening the frisbees. It's like, yes, my battle frisbees.
Well,
My
it's-
battle frisbees will be ready soon.
It's a thin fucking piece of plastic. I can't sharpen it. I just...
Yes, you can.
What you do?
Yes,
Take a bronze ring, put it around the outside, and then just work hard on the edge, and then just toss that fucker out and see what happens.
See, it's kind of strange. Big Dro said, hello, everybody, just a little while ago, when I swear I saw him half an hour ago, but I must have been seeing things. Or he returned and came back. But also, Gamer Valine's here, so, Fuck. I'm just kidding. Happy to have you here, Valine. It's awesome. Hope things are going well on your trip. Yeah, war frisbees. Moving along. The scissor.
What am I looking at?
A scissor.
You know what it looks? It looks like a tiny garden hoe. Not a hoe, not a hoe, an edge
that's the
cutter.
hilt.
You know what I'm talking about? When you want to cut the clean edge to your lawn. You ever done landscaping?
It kind of looks like an old school pizza cutter.
Yeah. No, you know those
much
circular
it.
spade things that you push down with the edge of your foot to cut a nice clean edge along the... No? You never done landscaping? You bunch of indoor working
No.
privileged people?
It's an edging spade.
Thank
Yes.
you. Well, it's an edging spade, and I'll have you know that I toiled at hard labor throughout my teenage years in the French countryside.
The French countryside, often regarded for its excellence.
The scissor was a type of Roman gladiator. Woman. Jesus Christ. Type of Roman gladiator, meaning cutter, cleaver, render. This type of gladiator fought using the weapon. You know what it looks like, Serpent 21? Holy fuck, it looks like the Vulcan weapon that they fight with in their ritual battles during the Pomfar ritual. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Haha.
Well, Vulcans and Romulans, I do wonder where they may have gotten a little bit of inspiration from.
But well, okay, the Vulcan thing, DC Fontana was very clear about the various sources that she pulled Vulcan culture from. Like the various cultures she pulled Vulcan culture from. A lot of Japanese, and it's like, oh, you can see that in their wardrobe in a big fucking way, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Rinzai Zen for their meditative practices and the solitariness and so on and so forth. But I didn't think the weapons. No, I've never seen this weapon before. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, it's a head cutter offer. It's a de-boyfriender.
It's just the next weapon in Taylor Swift's collection.
Yes. It's a fighting weapon used consisting of a hardened steel tube that enclosed the gladiator's entire forearm. No shit.
Oh my god.
It just looks really small. So you got this thing over your hand and there's like a bar inside that you grip and you just stab.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
Slashy slash.
Holy shit. Or right. Or hooky hook. Look at those hooks on the end. You can grab a motherfucker from the back of the neck and bring them up, and you've got another thing, just pow,
Yeah, you got like a dagger in your offhand or some bullshit like that. Yeah.
It's man catcher too.
The handle inside of the tube might have been allowed for the glider to maintain control during the heat of battle. Okay, that was a reasonable guess. This weapon might have been both deadly and versatile. The gladiator could have protected his arm. Oh yeah, you can use it as a blocker too.
Yeah.
The shape of the blade being such that even the slightest touch could cause a serious wound, and not to mention incredibly infecting one since they leave it stuck in a pile of manure when not being used.
Oh, classy.
That was a thing in... I don't know if European soldiers did that. I'm willing to bet they did, but Japanese soldiers during the long Tokugawa period absolutely did keep their weaponry stuck in a pile of manure because we're not exactly sure why, but when we cut people with weapons like this, they don't die now, but they do die later.
Well, there's a lot of traps that are made in similar ways from sort of like the not the Near East, but certainly the true Middle East. You know, Afghanistan through India.
Yes.
The punji sticks, for example.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Smeared with
Did-
next one.
Those in Vietnam.
Far in all of the Roman shit we've watched, this is brand new to me, man. Never seen it, heard of it, thought of it, nothing.
Yeah, it's brand new to me too.
That was actually informative. That's cool. The Zua. Oh.
It's the ultimate back scratcher.
It's the boyfriend dragger backer.
It's the man scratcher.
Incredibly odd-looking Chinese weapon, the Zua's conspicuous iron hand at the end had a sharp claw-like nails that would impale flesh of escaping boyfriends and then drag them back to Taylor Swift to keep them around. This was designed to take away shields, and that when the shield was out of the way, your face is next. The Zua would have been primarily used for ripping and tearing at the enemy through the sheer weight of the weapon, though the sheer weight of the weapon would have made it a useful bludgeoning tool. Yeah,
Rip and tear until it's done.
Jesus Christ, that thing made out of like solid iron, basically. Maybe a rudimentary
Right.
alloy. Heavy as fuck. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that would be fucking just heavy
a
as
pair
shit.
of them. Against unarmored targets, a pair of them, you'll rip their clothing to shreds because they used to wear quite like heavy cloth and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna tear the shit out of that, and then it's just straight onto the bare flesh.
Server 21, thank you for the $2. Ah, yes, the Lurpa. I did not know the name, but there it is, the Lurp. Oh, that's right, because Pow was sitting there, and she goes, the Lurpa. That's really good memory. Missing the triangular bludgeon on the back. That's also true. Yeah, it's weighted on the other side. Now, where's Captain Kirk's makeshift tree bark and sulfur powdered diamond cannon? Spock said it would work. Fuck Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's true. Far's
Yeah,
had to
but the
listen to me
Vulcans, as
complain
we've
about this
established-
before. You know, it's
Hmm.
Captain Kirk was marooned on a planet fighting the Gorn, and he made a cannon out of a hollow log and made rudimentary black powder and put diamonds in there as a projectile and set it off and blew the Gorn away. It was great.
Yeah, right then.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, it wouldn't work. The log would blow up. It's alien wood, fucker. It's hard as hell. You don't know shit. You killjoy son of a bitch, you. Moving along. Net.
Oh my god, so we've had all this weird bizarro shit, and now we just have net.
Yeah, net.
Okay,
It's the safest way to recover Taylor Swift's boyfriends. They're not injured.
it really is.
Yeah, you know, it's
She has a variety of nets. You see, this
Until
is
it's
the
made out
first
of
option.
garrote wire.
yeah.
Oh god.
It'll be like one of those net guns, like the thing that they captured Schwarzenegger in The Running Man when he was running away at the airport. It fires and it's got 4 weighted ends on it, so it just expands to encapsulate Taylor Swift's running boyfriend. And then he tumbles to the ground and he's collected and brought back to her mansion.
85mm net grenades.
Yeah. Nets have been used in warfare by many different cultures for millennia, but they reached their height in popularity. Yeah, Trimble. Woo. Sexy Jessica. Love it. Boom. Trimble, thank you for the $5. Sewn, back together, wrong, back together, sewn, etc. Get it? We are never, ever getting back together, you know?
Okay.
The Taylor Swift song, get it? No,
Damn
all
it,
right.
Polly,
yeah,
I just got finished fixing my gator.
Hey, my read on what was it? Is it Urdu? No, that's a language.
Urumi.
Urumi. Yeah. I'm going to clip that and post it on Twitter with no context.
Do it. You won't.
Damn right I will. Next up, rope. Thanks, Cynic.
Right.
Dark Izzy, I think
because
watch more Grecian, / Roman movies and or shows. Yeah, you know, I end up watching. Far and I end up watching like a lot of documentaries, so it ends up being more about like what the Senate was up to, what Julius Caesar was doing in terms of like his Gallic warfare, and not the specifics of gladiator warfare. So it's like I feel we're missing out on a lot. You know, street level details. Like we hear what the legions were doing and who was in charge of the legions, but we never hear about the legionnaires. Everyone asks, where is the legion? No one ever asks, how is the legion?
Aren't we always constantly asking those, like, where are they getting all these men?
Where are they getting their lumber is always my question. They're always building...
Right, yeah, when they're having like their fucking build-offs, like they're fucking racing to like...
It's a consistent ongoing thing, Sam. So they're out there and they're fighting various Gallic tribes or the native Britons or whatever, right? And Caesar's legions would say, and they built an encampment, a temporary one, and then they built a bridge, and then they built this, and then they built that. Where the fuck are they getting the lumber and the nails from? It's like, well,
oh, for God's sakes, all around them.
I don't know.
Like most of Western Europe at the time was woodland because I don't know, they've not invented agriculture properly yet.
My favorite one is still the one where like they literally competed with like the other legion.
Yeah, they were building the race wall and it ended up becoming a labyrinth of two walls facing each other going in different directions. As soon as one turned right, the other one turned right. It looked like two light cycles in Tron, just kind of following each other with a trail behind them, you know? It's
aggressive.
They're like racing to like whoever built the wall first, like they completed the wall, like I guess they won. Like the wall.
The competitive Tetris.
Yeah.
It really was.
All I can tell you is the greatest
like,
danger to a Roman legionary was the splinter.
Apparently, like in that situation.
Well, yeah, their hands are covered in God knows what. It's not like they had a bunch of Purell around. You get a poke, a deep enough one, you're done. But I happen to actually know from watching... hey, this is going to sound sad. From watching HBO's Rome series, I didn't know that legionaries carried a small clay bottle of vinegar on them at all times. Not for food seasoning, but for wound prep. So it's that, yeah, they actually did have a disinfectant on them. Smart bastards.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. God, sorry, chat. I'm suffering with only two screens here because I got chat and OBS on one side and then the screen share on the other side, and it has to be on one whole screen, otherwise the text isn't big enough for me to read nor share. I still got to work out the real estate because this whole time I was using a poor man's third screen, which I call a laptop. That's what I was reading Streamlabs off of, but like I said, my laptop died, so I'm still trying to figure out how to make this work until I can manage to sell enough blood plasma to buy another laptop. Trimble, thank you for the $1. Polly, I recommend you read some J.K. Parker's books. I guarantee you'll love them. Are they Roman historical fiction? Because if so, I could be down for that. Circa 21, thank you for the $5. It starts off with the very appropriate for the Jessica Alba donation. I'm thankful for women. God, so am I. Phew. Anyway, I think women are more intelligent than men. Okay, you lost me.
I mean, that's just factually incorrect.
That was quick.
Yeah, I mean, that was the ebb and fall of emotion in 2 sentences. Also, without women, there would be no cookies. God, I love Norm Macdonald. And if you want to see women in cookies, donate $50. No, I should have read the whole thing instead of broken it up with commentary. She's doing a Norm Macdonald joke. I'm thankful for women because without women, there wouldn't be cookies. I mean, if cookies would have been invented, but who would be around to make them? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right.
like sandwiches. And beer and sandwiches.
But Serpent 21's not wrong. Sexy Jessica Alba and cookies are present at $50. Okay, so anyway, back to the high-tech nets. The gladiators in Rome, as in reenactments of real battles, with most gladiators wearing the gear of either Romans or their common enemies. One time, however, the gladiator games and gladiator classes developed a culture of their own. Most gladiators wore large, elaborate helmets featuring everything from animal crests to exaggerated trims. While these helmets were impressive, they could also put the fighter at a disadvantage, especially when pitted against a retarderus. Rhetorus.
Retieris?
I like my first one better. Is that the fancy name for net?
Yeah, is it?
Retiarius. I would imagine it means something along the lines of capturer, or one who captures. In, like, you know, you've got the Sagittarii who use bows.
Dude, man.
Yeah, man. That's what it means, I guess. Man.
Well, you know what? I think you got a good guess there, Sam, because you're saying the people that use bows, so retiaris, and that they are all, a lot of them have nets. So there you go. The people who use nets. There you go. Good call. Good guess.
It'll probably come from like the verb retiare.
Oh, there we go. New class suggestion. I'm assuming for one or another. RPG, the retiarius gladiator that uses a weighted fishnet and trident. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight that guy.
I don't think most people would.
I mean, if I had a gun, I would, because, I mean, obvious reasons.
Gun wins.
Yeah. The caltrop. I love caltrops. Yeah, they're pretty brilliant.
Oh, God.
And their modern day evolution, the spike belt. Okay. Despite being relatively obscure weapon even today, the caltrop has been employed with considerable success for 2,000 years. And its basic form, a caltrop is a piece of iron fashioned into 4 equally long points. This one's got hooks on it. I've never actually seen one like that. That's fucking vicious.
Yeah.
It is assembled, so if dropped on the ground, a point will always face straight up. This innovation made them relatively quick and easy to scatter over a wide area because no skill was required to lay them. You know what also was required to have no skill? Just use hollow stainless steel tubes to make your caltrops. And then they're tire puncture pokers. I got that from reading Poor Man's James Bond when I was 16.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, it's for academic purposes only, much like the front page on Poor Man's James Bond says. The Kimbika.
Kapinga?
Ruler of the Indian underworld, Kapinga will not have his enemies stand against them, and they are easily dashed. Kapinga orders death, and you die.
I thought it was the South African word for penguin.
I like my version better. Using a throwing knife requires a fair bit of skill.
Version of Pinger. Kapinga.
Of course, the user needs to be able to throw a weapon accurately. Yeah, that thing twirling through the air is not a good sight.
Are we sure this isn't something that, like, they just smushed together? You know, like one of my, welded together abominations, and they were just like, yeah, you can throw this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really fuck someone's day up.
It's totally unbalanced, so it's going to wobble through the air, but, I mean, that's because you didn't practice.
It looks like a Klingon throwing axe, basically.
Oh, and that was number 15 right there, the Kapinga.
Oh, okay.
All right. What was the one that we wanted to do? Well, hold on. Let's do some.
The plants, was it?
We want to do some plants, but let's do some space news and science news.
Okay.
And other things. Zombie cells could...
and the magpie video.
Yeah, and the magpies. Yes. Zombie cells could prove key in quest for active, vital old age. So cells that never die? Is that the idea?
Oh, cancer.
Look, Joe Biden.
Jesus.
No, that's his younger brother.
He's running against the Ultra Magas. Okay.
He's running against time.
I was going to say, yeah. Running against the clock.
You'll never catch up with me, Grim Reaper. Get away! In an unfinished part of his basement, 95-year-old Richard Stoller zips around a makeshift track, encircling boxes of medals he's won for track and field in long-distance running. Without a hint of breathlessness, he says, I can put in miles down here.
That is such a sad image.
It is. Like, why don't you just go outside, touch the grass, man?
Such
I mean, I guess it's better than sitting in
image.
a chair and wasting away, but I hope you have a big house.
No,
what I'm
it
saying.
is. No, it is, but it's like, it's just the idea, you know, of like, he's in his unfinished part of his basement, right? So it's not even like a proper basement, it's unfinished, right? He's just doing circles around these fucking boxes of medals and trophies and shit. He's like, I can go for miles down here. And it's like, it's depressing.
Just
Like, what the fuck?
look
This
at the
isn't like an
contusions in his-
uplifting image. Sad.
Oh, hey, Bearcock. How's it going? Thank you for the $3. Try reading The Throne of Bones by Arthur Vox. Excuse me. The capitalization threw me off there. Try reading The Throne of Bones by Arthur Vox Day. You'd probably like the author. No, I know Vox Day. I've read some of his stuff. God damn it. What's his platform called? His social media platform, video sharing platform that's paywalled. Razorfist is over there and all his exclusive content is over there, which kind of makes me want to sign up for it. He's the guy who at one time copywrote the name Comicsgate. That's how he first came to my attention. Anyway, that's a totally wildly different story. Steps away in an expensive leather recliner he bought when he retired with his visions of relaxing in old age. He now proclaims he never gets used to it. He's been too busy training for competitions such as the National Senior Games.
What? There's a National Senior Games?
I'm okay with that. That's fine.
I mean, yeah, that's fine, but like, that's a little, like, never thought that would be a thing, you know?
The starter pistol goes and the defibrillators come out. Does that mean? I feel like that's a bit mean.
A little mean, but like,
Mr. Soller, who lives near Cincinnati in the U.S. state of Ohio, you know you're reading Aussie News when,
yeah, alright.
has achieved an enviable goal chased by humans since ancient times, staying healthy and active in late life. Okay, hold on. Let's just skip to the cell shit because I want to talk about people getting it.
Yeah.
Scientists revive tissue, reversed cell decay in dead pigs. I don't want zombie pigs.
Well, you're getting zombie pigs, I guess.
Okay, hold on. Let's just keep going here. Fuck, how long is this? God, this article is so fucking long.
Oh my god.
Damn, lady.
Oh.
Stupidest
Damn,
of
lady.
sports. And why are you playing it?
Yeah, but look at the fucking muscle tone in her throwing arm.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
What's the
holy
shoulder
shit.
muscle, cat muscle called? What is that? Sam?
Oh, I don't remember. I
Deltoid?
don't remember.
Is that right?
Deltoid's behind there, wherever the shoulder blade.
That's the back? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're right. That is a beefy shoulder muscle. Though it has flabby skin on it, she could probably punch a hole right through you.
Still beefy.
Yeah, absolutely. Unauthorized. Thank you. That is the name of Vox Day's social media platform. Unauthorized. Yeah. I've thought about it just to get access to all the... there's very few paywalls that I want to actually pay to get behind. You know, just short list. Maybe like 4. That's one of them. Not for the laptop. Amid the buzz, some companies market daily supplements as seniorlytics. Senolytics.
Okay.
I like seniorlytics
Okay.
better.
Singularity.
Sorry, it is the deltoid that you're talking about.
Is it?
Sorry, I misunderstood the question. Yeah.
Exercising is a prominent tool. Yes, it is. Hammer throw. Okay. Hi! I won! Nah, good on you, man. All jokes aside, you could probably outrun me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All jokes aside, bro. You probably could outrun me. So, good for you.
Oh, no way. I mean, I'd absolutely crush him, but...
Before the race so you could win? That's terrible sportsmanship, Sam. Okay, where were the zombie pigs?
I
That was a commercial.
Clinical trial drugs. They're just talking about a Japanese team has
Mice.
tested a vaccine on mice to a specific protein found in cells, allowing their target elimination. Scientists say that serious work to improve human health could also bring fringe benefits, such as reducing skin wrinkling. I tell my lab that if we find a drug that clears the bad sensory cells and not the good ones, we can cure Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's and osteoporosis and muscular degeneration. It would be wonderful, said Judith Campisi, a biogenterology expert at the Buck Institute of Research on Aging. Oh, the nude bots are here. Hello, sex bots. How are you?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know you've reached a certain level of fame and notoriety when the sex bots start showing up, especially when they're willing to travel back in time to see you.
Right? They're going the extra mile.
Mm-hmm.
Just for us. I feel so special. Don't you, Polly?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. NASA's lunchbox-sized instrument MOXIE successfully makes oxygen on Mars using the red planet's resources. I agree with Sam. I mean, it went all the way there when we have so much of it here. What the fuck? I can't help but think that NASA needs some efficiency thinking.
Although to be completely, honest, like on the upshot, there are no oxygen thieves on Mars yet.
Like who, Sam? Name the names.
Oh, I don't know, a certain minority within a
Oh, jeez.
certain
I thought you were going to talk.
I didn't say ethnic minority, did I?
Let's move the fuck on, shall
Political
we?
minority.
I could have
Yeah,
sworn
no,
that
we're still moving on.
I would have bet money and lost, okay, that you were going to name a certain female that you had legal proceedings with and such and whatnot. I just thought that might have been her.
Oh, I thought that went without saying.
Oh, okay.
That is now a wobbling pile of red jelly that used to be a dead horse. And you know what? I'm gonna hit it again. My ex-wife.
Okay.
See, if you stand it,
Okay.
if you stand at a certain angle and poke it with the stick, it looks like it's still moving.
Quick story. I'm talking to a friend of mine who I met when we worked the same place back in the day. All right. And we stayed friends afterwards. And I'm talking the other day, and he brings up this girl that we used to work with. This is like, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, whatever. And this apparently is a long-running joke that I only heard for the first time. He brings up this girl that we used to work with, and I knew that he hated her when we worked there. And he brought her up afterwards. Oh, that fucking bitch, I ran into her. You know, and I still don't know what the fucking beef was. She was particularly obnoxious towards him and caused him working difficulties there and shit. Anyway, he brings her up. He goes, like that fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I hadn't heard that girl's name in 3-4 years. So it's like, yo, you still mad? And he goes, let me put it this way. If I was in a room with Hitler and her and a gun and I only had 2 bullets, I'd shoot her twice.
Jesus.
And I just sat there stunned for a second.
Things like that before, funnily enough.
What did you do?
It's not so much what these people do, Far. It's just kind of who they are.
Okay, I still feel the need to ask her, what did this particular person do?
They continue to exist despite the waves of hatred broadcast at them from, immediate vicinity and possibly across the world every minute of every day. Michael Atkinson, for example.
Jesus.
I didn't even really think about that. I was more impressed with the turn of phrase. Apparently, it's a really old joke. He told me, he said, I didn't make that up. I've never heard that before, man. That was good. And it also was very illustrative of your searing wrath.
Yeah, very kidding.
I like to combine 2 other sort of relatively common ones. I'm not saying I hate her, but if she was on fire and I had a jar of piss, I'd drink it.
That's a good spin. That's a good spin on the classic being angry at someone else. Holding beef against somebody else inside your head is like drinking poison and expecting them to die. It's doing more damage to you than it is to them. That's a nice twist on that, actually.
It's almost like a triple-barreled one though, as well, because it's like, you know, if you were on fire, I wouldn't piss on you. Or if you were on fire and I had a glass of water, I'd drink it.
Yeah.
It wraps up so much. It's a compound insult.
Okay, so let's read about oxygen on Mars. Oh.
All right.
NASA's instrument, the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, or MOXIE, has been successfully generating breathable oxygen on Mars using resources on the red planet. The lunchbox-sized instrument has produced oxygen in the carbon dioxide Martian. Okay, get on with it. How do you do it?
It's a trade secret. They're not going to tell us.
Look, this is the same sentence over and over again. This is the practice of harvesting using the planet's materials to make resources that would otherwise be blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. This is the first demonstration of actually using the resources of another planetary body and transforming them chemically. Blah, blah, blah. How do you do it? Like, just generally. Okay, fine. Trade secret. That's fine. But just...
It's fine. Keep your secrets.
How does it work? Okay. The instrument works by sucking in the Martian air, filtering it, then using electrolysis to split carbon dioxide into oxygen and carbon monoxide. Okay, so it creates breathable oxygen and poisonous carbon monoxide. Sweet.
It's two for the price of one.
Moxie then releases the oxygen.
But selfishly keeps that poison inside of itself until one day it explodes from the pressure of it all.
Well, you know what?
Just like human beings.
Andrew Thorsten got ahead of me. You know what happens when you do that? Mars bulge eyes. See? These are the kind of things that happen when you try and create atmospheres on Mars. Don't do it.
Oh, Jesus.
This could be you.
I don't want it.
You know who that is?
Why is this on the Nintendo? Why is it saying this is about the Nintendo 2DS and 3DS?
Did they have a whatchamacallit game? Total Recall game?
I don't know, but like I don't.
What a realistic Schwarzenegger. It looks more realistic than the Sylvester Stallone we saw earlier.
Right.
Do you know who this is supposed to? Do you know who this is for? The actor?
No.
This is the guy. This is Ronnie Cox, the guy who played the chief of police in Cop Rock.
Oh.
Yeah, he only gets the top roles.
Obviously.
I mean, you don't want this to be you. Fuck Moxie. Jesus. Moving along. Looks complicated.
Yeah. He knew making oxygen was so complicated.
There has to be a better way.
Introducing plant.
Magpie.
What do you do with it? How do you get it to work? You know, it just sits there. Plant! Get your plant today!
Oh yeah, he was also the chief of police in Beverly Hills Cop. That's right. He was the Beverly Hills police chief. Captain Bogomil. Why do I remember that? Fuck. I don't know what I had for lunch yesterday, but I can remember that shit.
Important details, Polly.
Yeah. Magpie swooping season is here, but how long does it last? And is it true that they can recognize your face?
Is it? I don't know.
It's after you, fucker.
Look at this thing chasing him.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, Magpie is swooping you, yeah, that could be fucking deadly as shit. Like, that can actually really cause some serious harm, but that video is kind of funny.
Like, are you sure? I don't want a big shotgun. A 410 would be enough. Allow me to use, like, number 6 shot. Come on. They're swooping.
It's Australia. They're not allowed to have guns because, you know.
They can have shotguns. Probably not in public, though.
On farms, sure.
Mm-hmm. There you go. It's I remember watching a video about, like, you know, what is the process in obtaining a firearm in Australia, and you have to write down your legitimate purpose and need for it, and you're like, the swooping fucking magpies, mate. Literally write that.
This picture.
Yeah, exactly. Not in cities, Jesus. Why do magpies swoop? Because they're evil? They're doing the bidding of Satan?
Yes.
They're just trying to protect their young. A likely story.
Right.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that what the
that one that
magpies
pursued
told you?
that chick on the fucking bicycle. We all remember that video.
Good God. Okay, 10 passive-aggressive plants.
Yeah, do we want to call it? So, like, we've gone over, not 10, 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn it. I don't know,
I mean, keep the plants.
all
I
right.
was
Keep
going
the
to say,
plans for
people will
next
just
time.
have to tune in next time, won't they?
Yeah.
For the 10 most annoying passive-aggressive plants
God damn it.
for your enemies.
I was hoping there was a stink plant that didn't stink immediately, but upon blooming, it just, like, stunk bomb out your house. Like, you'd wake up one day and, oh my God, this is unlivable. We need to call in fumigators. It's soaked into the drywall. The house is ruined. There's such a plant, I would love to have them. I would breed them in little sealed aquariums just to...
What's the word called when they have the miniaturized trees?
Bonsai?
Bonsai, there we go. It's like a bonsai rafflesia.
What's a rafflesia?
Yes.
A rafflesia,
The
those
exact kind
giant
of plant you're
flowers.
describing.
Yeah. A rafflesia is like a giant flower that stinks of dead bodies.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up real quick. They are hideous in every way.
How do you spell it? F-E...
Rafflesia.
F-E double... Wait, hold on, what?
Rafflesia. Yeah, those things.
Ugly looking.
Yeah.
And it reeks like a
they
dead body.
fucking stink. Oh yeah.
That's cool. And then you call the cops on them. There's strange odors coming from my neighbor's house. Oh my God, they're huge.
They
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah. No, they are big. That's why he's saying bonsai rafflesia.
Now I get that. Yeah, now and only now do I realize why he said that. Jesus Christ. That thing looks like it might, like, when they're that big, it looks like the petals are going to close and grab your head. Get out of there, man.
Right?
You're in danger.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Where the fuck do these things grow?
Indonesia, I think.
I would not be surprised.
Oh, I mean, all the fucked up shit comes from Indonesia, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of it anyway.
Oh, fucking off. Okay, we'll do the thing about the cosmic surgery cowboys, and then we'll call it quits.
I just like the title of it. Like nothing else. I don't even really care about the content. It's just that title.
I figured that they're doing plastic surgery in the back of paneled vans, windowless paneled vans.
Oh, yeah, that's probably exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That is probably exactly what's going on. It's just the title, you know, of like
Sure.
cosmetic surgery cowboys.
Numerous patients have spoken out in painful detail about the permanent damage they have suffered due to the poor practices in Australia's cosmetic surgery industry. But their stories have not been in vain. Health ministers across the country have now agreed to a series of reforms to clean up the sector to ensure doctors providing cosmetic procedures are appropriately qualified and working to the highest health and safety standards. Doctors will be
I
prohibited.
cannot believe this was not already a thing.
Yeah.
Well done, my country. Jesus Christ.
Doctors will be prohibited from describing themselves as a cosmetic surgeon unless certified to do so. You could have called yourself a surgeon in Australia up until now.
I guess I could look. Hey, I'm a cosmetic surgeon cowboy, guys. Don't worry about it. Now hand me the scalpel. I'm gonna fix your face up. Don't worry about it.
There's a lot of that kind of thing in the States and as well as over here in Europe, though.
Yeah.
In so much as, like, something about cosmetic surgery is not considered to be, or it's not anywhere near as heavily regulated as quote-unquote medically necessary surgeries. So yeah, they just the rules are just vastly different for some strange reason.
Huh.
Like there was a whole thing a while back about breast implants that were slowly poisoning their owners.
Oh God.
Oh, I'd love to show you the
Yeah.
deflated butt picture, but that'd be the end of my fucking channel. So about 4 years ago,
You
Oh,
leave my
God.
president's face out of this.
there's a woman who had butt implants, and they deflated, and so her butt like fell in on itself, caved in, and it's a horrifying fucking picture.
Yeah.
And I DM'd it to Far, and Far woke
I
up.
woke up to that.
Yeah, she woke up to it. She's like, so
I
she.
fucking woke up to that.
So we're all in VC chat over in Platty's server, and we're just talking, and Far like comes to with like, cause different time zone and all that, and she all of a sudden she just starts like cursing me out, like what the fuck, you know, like what? Because I had sent it like I don't know an hour beforehand. I totally forgot that I had done it. That's what she woke up to look at, deflated ass.
I think I
You
saw
wonder why I have
that.
trust
And
issues with you, Polly. This is
I think I
why.
saw that, and the best comparison I can make is, Polly, just look up the Rafflesia flower again. It was like that.
Oh, nice. The sex bots haven't abandoned us.
They will never leave us.
All right, yeah, I didn't realize how long we'd be going because it's always fun to do Noir Bar, and I love hanging out with you guys, and thank you for coming by. Particularly, thank you for all the tips to the bartender. They are greatly appreciated, definitely needed right now because
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
pooling all my funding for a new laptop so I can continue to do poor man's third screen, and that was my school laptop, and I still got to get around to dropping the hard drive out of there to rescue the data that is currently trapped there.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't get. I'm not particularly angry about it. It's just extremely inconvenient and extremely sucky because now I don't have
Yeah.
a laptop at all, and I kind of need one for get up and go-ness. I've been putting everything on. Sam, you're a computer guy in a big way. I've downloaded like portable versions of all sorts of fucking programs so I can run them off of a USB stick because I have like a really high capacity USB stick, so I can just run shit off of. The computers that are over in the departmental lounge, as it's called, lounge. It's just a computer room, because they don't have any of that software on them, and so I can, while I'm at campus, I can actually do the fucking work that I fucking want to do. And they've got like an ancient, like the copy of Microsoft Word on all of our computers is 2010 or something like that. It's missing all kind of features that I'm used to for 2016, and so anyway, yeah, like this is the state that I'm in, is running a portable. Not computer off of a fucking USB, and all of it's those computers that it's a 586, and no, I'm not kidding. Good
Yeah,
lord,
those things that are powered by a fucking guinea pig on a wheel, and when it's a 786, it's a guinea pig on a wheel that's been fed cocaine.
I'm really just gonna end up with then fed, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That would make a difference, wouldn't it?
So I'm just you guys know where your donations are going to be able to have a third laptop and a work computer again, or a school computer again. A third laptop, excuse me, third screen, because I can't figure out how to fucking do proper real estate. I was talking with Zelther last night because he's got 2 extra wide monitors. What's the 2480? What's the screen resolution on the super wides? I forget.
Was it 2560 by 1440?
Yeah, it is 1440 high. Yeah, I was wondering what the width, the accompanying width. Anyway, he's got 2 of them, curved monitors. The man's sitting in like a partial semicircle. It's kind of awesome. Sent me a picture of it, how he can do the quad screen thing, so he can have like 8 different screens of reasonable size because the monitors are so fucking large. Jesus, there's a way to run a fucking stream.
Look at that, though. Yeah, it's 2560 by 1440.
Okay.
Off the top of my head. Thank you very much. I'm not tired at all.
All right, thank you all very much for the donations to both me and Far and Sam. And
Yeah, thank you.
so we're happy to be here, happy to have fun with you guys. It's been like 3 weeks, so we were looking forward to doing it and glad that we got to. Got to get back in a better fucking rhythm with it though. So, as we always say about this time, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.